already. Yes. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, let me help my son. All right, sorry about that. He was mad that I locked him in the room. Let me see. I am new, not using it yet. Grab a trip. Yeah, thanks, Lee. Barely used it. I'm new. My job's been very successful. That's good to hear, Rebecca. Using it, but I can improve. Yes, I love that. We always, always, always can improve. Have posted one job, but need to close it and do another. I use it and love it. Have an account, haven't used it in years. All right, so we kind of got a little bit of everyone everywhere. We've got brand new, we've got seasoned, we've got people a little bit in the middle, getting used to it. So we're going to talk a little bit about LinkedIn. I'm going to be dumping a lot of different information, walking through a couple different things with you guys. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And then, yeah, so we will go ahead and get started. Let me get my screen up. And then let me know, guys, too, in the chat if you can see my screen, just so I know. Yes, perfect. All right, so this is my profile on LinkedIn. And I do kind of want to take it back a few steps and start as if we were creating a brand new one. So to do that, I simply just wanted to show this. Okay, this is straight from LinkedIn. This is their one through the first like 3 steps to get started, to how to create a profile, different things on how to do that. So I'm going to read through this, and then I'm going to take you back to LinkedIn and we're going to kind of go through that a little bit. Okay, so for those that don't know LinkedIn very well, it's basically like the biggest networking like website. You connect with people, you find job opportunities, all of that. Okay, so that's what we're going to focus on today. So step 1, obviously create a profile. Okay, this is just the first little steps to do that, how to add skills to your profile. This solely, I think it's a good idea for you guys to literally just type into Google like I did, how to use LinkedIn. Okay, they walk you through it step by step on how to add skills, on how to remove skills and different things like that. They show you how to add an introduction card, which I'm going to show you mine. There's a great video to watch. I would give it a watch. I watched it when I was doing mine just because I wanted to make sure that I set it up professionally and properly. Okay, so I would give that a watch, but here's a little clip of it. Okay, I'm going to show, this is mine. Okay, I have my first and last name, a clear visible picture of me. Granted, this is an older picture, I just haven't changed it. My background, be purposeful with it. Do something travel related, something related to your business, whatever you want your banner to be. That's, make sure that it's with a purpose. Okay. I simply went on Canva and typed in LinkedIn banner and customized my own. Okay. It shows where I'm located in Loma Linda, California. I'm the owner at Dream Travels by Cheryl, creating unforgettable adventures, just a little tagline. I have my business page shown on my profile card, as well as the college that I went to. Contact info. Okay, this is, I have all of my stuff on here, my email, and this is my LinkedIn profile. I'll show you guys what I've done with that LinkedIn profile before a little later, but I did want to show, this is my little contact card. Okay, you can add a profile section. So this is kind of what we're gonna do. I want to walk through it with you guys, and just we're gonna go through it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, you can do core. This is what that site I first showed up shows, is how to change here, baby. How to change these things, add education, position, services, a career break, different skills. Recommended is add licenses and certifications. So like when you finish your Disney College of Knowledge, you can come in here and add that. When you finish any of the different courses and trainings that you do, any certifications, add it. It's the more that's there, the better. Okay. And then you can add other different things. I don't have any of these here, but it would never hurt. Okay. Different volunteer experience you've done, different honors and awards, different patents that you have. You can add, if you speak more than one language, you can add that. Okay. So when you're creating your profile, more is always better, especially when it comes to LinkedIn, because 9 times out of 10, all of the people that I get responding to a job, I get a notification that they went onto my profile, either connected with me or requested to connect or followed and liked it. So more is always better. It's never hurt. Okay. So I do just want to kind of show some different things that it does show you up here. These are analytics that are private to you. Nobody else will see this. Like if you were to click on my LinkedIn page, you would not see this. Okay. I can see that I've had 257 profile views, 460 post impressions in the last week. And I've appeared in 11 different searches. Okay. I like that. I think it's good to stay in touch with your analytics. I think it gives you a good sense. You can check individual post analytics, which I will show you later. That way you can know, hey, this posted really well. Let me try and push out some more content within the same realm. I apologize, guys. My son it's been a crazy day. So I'm just trying to let him play on my phone. So if you hear background noise, ignore it. All right. So also resources. You're gonna just had to throw some fruit snacks at my son. It's tough sometimes. It's tough, especially when he was with my mom last night, so he's missing his mom. Okay. Let's get back into it. Resources. Thank you, Perla. This is also something that is private to us. This is not what anybody else sees. You can look at your network. You can look at different saved items, your activity. I can add or manage my personal demographic information. I can see my saved items, different things like that. Okay. It's good to know where all of that is. Let's see. I have multiple businesses. I have a persona LinkedIn profile and multiple profiles for each business. Is it recommended to have a personal profile just for business? I wouldn't say that I recommend it, but if you have too many businesses and too many things going on one singular page, it can get confusing. I solely am marketing what I do for my travel stuff, so I have it separate. That would be my recommendation, is just don't make it too jam-packed with all of your other businesses. Focus on whatever it is that you want to be your main. See, Tanya said, when I try and post a job for free, it's asking me to link my website. My website is already on there and approved by LinkedIn, so I'm confused. We'll walk through that. I am going to walk you guys through a job post, a free job post. So we're going to walk through that, and you'll kind of get a better idea of maybe why it's doing that. Okay. So we'll get to that. And we'll go through that together, Tanya. All right. So you can see all of your posts. I have like 351 followers as of now. I have all of my experience. This is skills. Okay. You're welcome. So here at the bottom, under skills, this is what I've added: travel, leisure travel, adventure travel, online travel, travel management, travel and tourism. And as you can see, people can come and endorse you for a service. They can endorse you for a skill. So I've been endorsed by 4 people in the last 6 months for being the owner of of my company. Okay. I've been endorsed by 5 people for leisure travel. I've been endorsed by 3 for adventure travel. So people can come on and endorse you for your skills, the skills that you offer. That's why it's super imperative that you add skills. Don't skip over that step, even though it can be time consuming to think of things. I know it's hard for us to think nice things about ourselves or things that we're good at sometimes. And maybe not for everybody here, but definitely for me, it's something that's hard. So sit with it, but make sure that you add different things because it does help the analytics of your profile. Okay. Next, these are just different interests and groups that I'm following, which I am going to talk a little heavy on groups here in a little bit. I need to add all of this to my LinkedIn. That would make a difference. Yeah, it does. No, it definitely does. And if you created a LinkedIn and you haven't added any of this stuff, you can go back in and do it. So don't think like, oh, I messed up. I already created it and I didn't add anything. That's one thing I love about LinkedIn is you can always add more stuff as you go, as you need. Okay. So any questions on that before I talk about an introductory post that we're going to walk through posting together? Because I like to do one every few months or so. So we're going to walk through that. And let me know before we get there. Do you add to personal and business pages? Yes. So I tend to add more stuff to this, my personal one. And then what I do is I'll go on to my business one and share the post that I made on this personal one. I don't know why that seems to work pretty well, but it does. So whatever I post on here, I share to my business, inclusive with posting stuff just on my business page. It just seems to work. And then I get a lot of views and or searches that way. What do I post? I post a little bit of everything. I will show you. We're going to get there and I'll walk you guys through a little bit about that. I don't want to focus too much on what I'm posting on the pages because what we're going to get to is the business opportunity. That's what we're talking about. We're team building. So we'll touch on it. I'll give you guys some ideas. I did create a Google Doc. This is homework. This is going to be homework, but I wanted to include an example. So the first thing that I want to focus on is an introductory post. Okay. So you have to have both business and personal. You don't have to, but I do recommend having both. And granted, guys, everything that I say, you don't have to do, but I'm sharing it because it's improved my LinkedIn profile. It's improved things for me on the business side. So I'm sharing that. You don't have to, you make the decisions for your business, but I think I would strongly advise on what I am sharing. Are you going to show us how to add a business to LinkedIn? Yes, I will show you. We will get to all of it. I promise, guys. Okay. So this Google Doc I created to give to you guys. I will share like the link at some point towards the end. That way you can just kind of have access to it. But the first thing that's on here is going to be an intro post example. Okay. So everything that I have in here, I'll read it very quickly because I don't want to take too much time. Okay, so I just have, hey everyone, with some new connections, I felt that it was time for me to do another introduction of myself, who I am, my name. I'm thrilled to connect with you all. I'm married to my best friend, Christian. Together we have a 3-year-old boy. His name is Hudson. Then just a little bit more about myself. Okay, you're literally just introducing yourself to someone. Think of it in that light. Don't get too hung up on the fact that you're posting it to a big platform. Just think of it like you're introducing yourself to someone that you've never met before, right? Because you make connections on LinkedIn. That's the point. That's the purpose. Okay, so go into it with that kind of idea. I put, as the CEO of Dream Travels by Cheryl, I curate itineraries that truly capture my clients' dreams, whether it's a beach getaway or a spooky Halloween adventure. I've got you covered. Here's a little about me. Time with my little family is the most important thing to me. I'm a beach lover. There's nothing like the sound of waves and the feel of sand between my toes. Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday. You're a Pittsburgh Penguins hockey fan. I don't know. I live with a rare disease, but it doesn't stop me from living life to the fullest. Hockey is one of my favorite sports. Go San Diego Gulls. Born and raised San Diego, so I got a rep. I played softball growing up, and it's still one of my favorite sports. And country music soothes my soul, which is very fitting. I was just at a country concert last night. So really, guys, it's just a little bit about yourself. You don't have to go into detail. You don't have to get crazy with it. I created this in ChatGPT. I asked it to give me an introductory post. and include these things about myself. And then it wrote this out for me. Okay. So it didn't take me more than 3 minutes to do. I can't wait to share more adventures, tips, and fun moments with you all. Let's stay connected. Then I just do a little blurb at the bottom of, hey, you need a vacation, wedding, honeymoon, birthday, reunion, any special event planned, you're in the right place. Anya, I just asked ChatGPT to give me an introductory post for LinkedIn that includes these things. And then I made a list and submitted that, and then it wrote it out for me with everything that I asked it to. Okay. Then I also added a blurb in for team building side because I'm heavily on the team building side and I love it. Want to do this all and make a paycheck? You're also in the right place because I can teach you how. Okay. Boom. Simple, easy. So this is what I'm going to go and post with you guys. Okay. So down here, I'm going to create a post. I'm going to go back to here, literally just going to copy and paste what I wrote. Okay, boom. And then I'm going to add a picture. Okay, always add some type of a photo. For me, for an introductory post, I think a photo of you and your family, maybe traveling, or maybe a family photo that you have, or anything like that. That's what I would post with it. Something that shows or encapsulates what you're about. So 1, you're a travel business, you can do something travel related. 2, I talked heavily on my little family. So a little family photo works great for me. Anything like that. Okay. It's really not something that needs to be overthought. I think we overthink things too much and then it gets us confused. Okay. So just something, a picture of your family. Let's see. I have a ton, so let's find the one that I want to use. And I mean, seriously, guys, it's good to do this. I like to try and do a new introductory post maybe once a month, every 2 months at most, because the goal is you should be gaining more connections and followers and things like that. So you need to reintroduce yourself, right? That's kind of the thought process behind it. So don't overthink it. Don't make it harder than it is. You just need to do something, anything. I don't want to take too much time, so I'm just going to do a random, I'll do this one with my husband. Okay. So this is my post. It's just a little intro post. This is one thing that I want you guys to go back and do after you create your profile. Do an introductory post immediately and screenshot that. Okay, just keep you guys accountable. It's very important that you do this. I think it changes the trajectory of your account. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to post it. I could also hit this little clock that was right next to the post button to schedule posts. That is another thing that we're going to go through right now. I do want to share, I'm going to go ahead and post a travel ad on here, even though we're not focusing on that. I just want to show you how you can schedule a post. Okay, but here is, this is how you would do that. Okay, you would write out your post, whatever it was. I won't do a travel ad. I'm just going to show you. You would click schedule for later, choose the date and the time, hit next, and then you could schedule it. Okay. It's really easy. It doesn't take a lot of time, but I think it's good to know how to do that. That way you can schedule things out days in advance and it makes things a little easier. I do want to show this post. Somebody asked about what I post. Here is one thing that I do post. I created this little flyer thing on Canva. Okay, this is becoming a remote travel agent. I just put a couple little key things: flexibility and freedom, unlimited earning potential, training and support, yada, yada, yada. Okay, all I did was wrote basically what the opportunity is in the caption and then said, all right, are you ready to start? Comment or message me to learn more. Okay, So this is just some things that you can post for team building wise. And then I went and I shared this on my business page. Okay. So any questions on that, you can post, get creative with it. This is the post that I just made. So this is what it looks like on here. And this is my picture. And later I'll be able to see, check back and see how the post did. Okay, so for that post that I just showed you, you can see the analytics for it. Okay, so right here, I've had 465 impressions onto that post. Okay, 206 members were reached. How often do you post on LinkedIn? In the beginning, it's very good to post consistently, and I will take accountability and say that there was a period in time where I didn't post at all, like on my page. I was posting jobs, but I wasn't active on my page, and I promise you will see a difference in the numbers of people reaching out. I love your picture. Your dress is beautiful. I specialize in oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it was truly my dream dress. But anyway, so posting consistently on your page also does make a difference in the visibility of your job post on LinkedIn. And I did notice that because I experienced it. I stopped posting on my page and my views or applicants per job were getting lower. They were less than they were compared to me being active. So I recommend try and be good with both. Schedule posts out so you don't have to worry about it. But be active, right? That algorithm we all know so much about with Facebook and everything else. It applies just the same to LinkedIn. Okay. So any questions with that before we move on to getting a job post up? Any questions on that? Really, guys, it's just another social media engine platform. Use it as such. Okay. Connect with people. You can, this person is, actually, let's do this. I'm going to do the open to work connections. So I also included on this Google Doc. This is my message that I send out when I'm looking at people that are open to work and I want to send a connection message request. This is what I send. Hello, I am reaching out based on your profile indicating you are open to work or open for work. Are you interested in getting into the travel industry? We are looking for individuals who want to work from home, booking travel. Okay, there is a character limit on connecting, like on what you can send. So sometimes you have to tweak it a little bit. Other than that, this one should be good. We'll put it into practice right now. Okay. So open to work. This little search engine up here at the top, literally just type open to work or open for work. Okay. You're going to hit, it gives you all of these different things up here at the top, like filters. You're going to hit people. Okay. And then it'll give you a list. All of these people have in their profile that they are open to work, open to work, open to work. So far, there's 100 pages to go through. Okay. It's good to come through and I try to make it my goal to at least try to do about 25. Yeah, no, the search feature is great, Jacqueline. It's a good, that's why I wanted to talk about it today, because I think it gets forgotten about sometimes, and it's a very good source of, I mean, it's great to know how to use and do. How often do you connect that many people? So I try and do about 25 a day. However you want to break that up, that's just something that I do. That's a minimum. Solely because there's tons of other things that we all know we do for team building every single day. But my limit that I try is at least 25. If I can get to more, great. If I can at least hit that 25, then I'll be happy. Are people contacting you from when you connect? Yes, I've gotten multiple people that have reached out and connected that way solely because I reached out. Okay. So when you hit connect, it will pop this up. Personalize your invitation by adding a note. LinkedIn members are more likely to accept invitations that include a note. Now, also, guys, understand that when you're connecting with people, you're not solely just looking for them to say yes to the opportunity immediately. What is going to happen is you're going to connect with them. They're going to start seeing your posts on their feed. The more you post about the opportunity, the more they'll see that. Okay. It'll be on their feed. So that's the point, right? That's why you want to be posting onto your page. Okay. So I'm going to send with a note. Why didn't it let me? I hit send without a note. We'll do it for this one. Okay. I'm going to go and copy this and simply just going to paste that into here. Okay, so you can see the word, we could add a little bit of, we can add a little more. Shannon, what's the first, second, and third? So that just kind of means it's associated, it keeps track of who you're connected with already and what's your network. So yeah, basically like what Jeanette said, it's kind of like the level of you knowing them as far as, you know, same industry, same interests, different other connections that are maybe similar, things like that. It's kind of just like a ranking system that they do use. Okay, so as we can see, that little thing that note that I'm going to send with it, the limit is 300. Ours is 210. We could add a little more if you wanted to. I don't. I leave it as this. I'm reaching out based on your profile, indicating you are open for work. Are you interested in getting into the travel industry? We are looking for individuals who want to work from home, booking travel. Okay. Boom, send. Now I'm going to go here and I'm going to do it again. And it's literally just copy and paste. Okay. I just do that. And I kind of just look, this one is, he's interested in tourism. Great. This guy is interested in opportunities. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm trying to present to him, is an opportunity, a business opportunity. Okay. So just kind of look through it, read through what it says. This person is a luxury hospitality sales professional. So I'm going to send a connect request with my little message and boom. Okay, any questions on that? Again, how I got to there was the search bar up at the top left, typed in open to work, and you don't even have to just do like open to work. You can do stay at home mom, you can do work from home moms or work from home parents or work from home opportunity or anything like that. Lainey, so LinkedIn Premium. I did try out LinkedIn Premium. This is so cool. I didn't even know you could do. I'm so glad you guys are taking good information from it. I'm very happy to hear that. So LinkedIn Premium. I did try it out. It does come with some pretty great tools. I found it useful. But I chose not to continue using LinkedIn Premium, which is a personal choice. If you want to try it out, I have nothing against trying it out. I don't know. It wasn't much more that I needed it for, so I didn't want to keep it. Absolutely look into it though and find that out for yourself. If that's something that you could benefit from, do it. Okay? I didn't. So yeah. Okay? So just remember that you could also filter like location. I could do United States only. I could do it based off of like current company. There's all these different filters that you could do. Okay, I could solely do California. I could solely do like people from Google or Microsoft or whatever. I could do I can even filter it by like a past company, people that have worked at past companies. Yeah, absolutely. You could filter out for the United Kingdom because we just opened there. So, you know, there's all of these tools, utilize it. Okay. You can filter via industry. You can do professional services, travel arrangements. Okay. Language, you could do all of it. Okay. So come in here, play around with stuff. You can add keywords. You can do different service categories. So like marketing or consulting. all of that. Okay. Yes. Let me see, Elizabeth. Okay, perfect. Talia got your question answered. Okay. So the filter is super great tool as well, especially like Jacqueline pointed out, you can filter out location, country, you can do all of that. Here we could do, I could do for the UK and boom, show results. Now I'll see people in London, in Stockport, Wembley, all these other places in the United Kingdom. Okay, so is there a charge for LinkedIn? Not for anything that I'm showing you right now. No. So the last thing before I go ahead and get the next trainer introduced is homework is right to screenshot your introductory post, get that sorted out, and then just screenshot that you've gone through the process of creating your post, getting your first job post done. It's okay if it says in review. It's okay if it's not technically live yet, but that way, you know, you can be held accountable for the fact that you did that. Yeah, thank you guys. I'm so happy you guys took a lot from this training. Let me go ahead and drop this Google Doc for you guys in the chat. That way you have it. Why is there an issue? Okay, that way you have it to refer back to. Thank you guys. I appreciate that you gave me your time. It means a lot. And I'm so excited and ready to see all of us leveling up and growing together as a family. So without further ado, before I run out of time, I am going. You need access, guys. All right, I'll get it fixed. Let's get the next trainer on. I'm going to have the honor to introduce everybody that we yes, review. Hold on, guys. Let me share. You guys are all trying to access it right now. I'll have to get through that in just a second. But without further ado, I want to introduce Miss Halia. She is a gold consultant and has been with the company for almost 3 years now. She also, she does this kind of full-time, part-time. She also works with adults that have autism. So I'm going to pass the floor over to her. Make sure you guys are ready. Drop some fire emojis in the chat for Miss Halia. Come on, guys. I want to see it.
Thank you,
Let's
Cheryl.
get excited.
Okay, everybody, how amazing was that LinkedIn training? Who all learned something? I know I definitely learned something. I actually did not know the first, second, third, and I learned how to change the amount on the promoting jobs. That was cool. I didn't know that. All right. Thank you so much, Cheryl. That was amazing. You guys, we are going to hop into Hiree. So Hiree is another platform that you can use to find prospects. I'm going to teach you how to do that for free. We are going to walk through how to set up your Hiree account. Now, I would suggest if you are not already on Hiree to walk through this process with me. I have screenshots of the process and we can do it together. It is a little bit confusing, so I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. So if you are on your Zoom on a computer or laptop or iPad and you have your phone, go into your, let me actually share my screen because that's the first step. Go into your App Store, Google Play, whatever kind of device you have, go into where you get your apps, look up, search in the search bar, type in Hiree, and this is the little icon that we're going to be looking for. It's called Hiree Chat-Based Job App. Let me know when you guys are all here. You have found it and you have pressed install. We are going to be doing it on a phone, on a device, on a mobile device. It is a app. You do have access on the website, but you have to start it on the app. So you can log in on the website later. I want to make sure everybody is ready to go. Yes, this will be shared later. It's recorded. Found and installed. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Got it. Ready, ready. All right. So step 2 is it should show you, once you open the app, it should give you the option to select recruiter or job seeker. We want to select recruiter, and then it'll prompt you to confirm that you are selecting recruiter. So you're going to hit continue. Again, we're going to be doing this together. So I want you guys all to do it right now. Employer, perfect. Employer. Employer, recruiter, same thing. Tomato, tomato, right? So employer, job seeker, whatever it asks you, that's employer or includer, that's what you're going to select. Let me know when you guys have moved on and hit continue to confirm. I also have my personal barista over here making me a coffee. And those of you who do not know, I have my lovely girlfriend who is always here supporting me. Everyone drop some fire emojis in the chat for Tracy.
Hi guys.
Want to show her some love. Tracy, do you want to come see the chat? That's fine. She says she just got done working out and taking naps, so she's a little, look at that. Look at all the love for you.
Hi guys. Much love.
Okay. All right. We do love Tracy. Perfect. So then you're going to enter in your phone number once you've moved on and confirmed that you are a recruiter, employer, whatever the wording is. You're going to enter in your phone number and it is going to send you a code. It's going to send you, I think it's about a 6-digit code. And it's going to text you that to your phone. So you want to use your personal phone number, or if you have a number connected to your business, use that one. So entering the phone number, it's going to send you a code. Let me know when you guys have gotten the code in and you guys are on the page where it's asking for your information. Dang, y'all are moving fast. Okay. I love this. Y'all are on it. Okay. All right, so let's scroll. So the next step is going to be asking for your profile information. Your company is your business name. You do not want to put Archer or Evolution Travel, okay? So your company is your business name. So for example, my business name is Discover You Travel. So my company is Discover You Travel. Does that make sense to everybody? This is really good. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Title. You want to do CEO/founder, right? You guys are the CEOs/founders of your business, right? No, your business was not here before you. Perfect. Your company website. You will put your Evo travel site. That is what you will put there. If you have another website, I know a lot of us have other domains. If you have another domain for your business, you will put that. So for me, I have a domain with GoDaddy. I will be hosting a training on that on the, what day did I say? 21st. There you go. I had to look at my calendar. The 21st. And that is going to be what you put on your company website. So all we have so far, slow down, you guys. We're taking it slow. Okay. I love that you guys are jumping ahead. We are taking it slow. Company name, your business name, title, CEO, founder, obviously your first, last name, your personal website, and then it should hit save and next. There might be one more. If that is the company size, you do 0 to, I think it's like some of it offers 19, 0 to 19, I think is what it offers. Because there's only one of you. So we want to make sure we're in that range. Office location is, did I post that yet? No, okay. Office location is your address. That will not be viewable for what's it called? Anybody viewing your job. What is yours guys' different? Like what is different about your guys' stuff? Because I just did this the other day. Recruiter. Right, that's why I said to do your phone or mobile device. Your title is not there. It took me straight into post a job. That would show me that you already have an account if it's having you post a job already. Okay. Yes, you do have to put in your website. It is going to ask you to verify your website, your business later. That's part of the verification process. For address, you put your address. I just put my personal address on there. Like I said, it's not going to be visible for candidates or anything like that. And you can change that in your settings later. Jacqueline, that is the regular Evo website. You want to put your personal website. So where it says Evo Travel Agent / your business name, your name, whatever you put your travel site as. Okay. So after you guys are finished, do you guys have any more questions for recruiter profile or employer profile? I want to make sure we're all good to go here. We're good? Going once, going twice. All right, we're good. Now we're going to company size is 0 to 19. Now, once you get through that personal info, the recruiter info, we're going to post a job together. So we're going to walk through this process together on how to post a job. I actually have to close mine first. So we're going to walk through this process together on how to post a job. It is also in the Team Building Start.me with the scripts for posting the job descriptions, and how to message people, which is what we're going to get into. Let me open up my Hiree on my laptop. Like I said, you guys can access it on the laptop. But you have to use the app first. Why is this not? Okay, we are going to, let me go ahead and log in on my phone. And we're going to do this on the app. We're going to roll with it. Click the box before hitting enter. Okay, let me try that. Oh, the checkbox that I wasn't paying attention to. Thank you. Look at that. See? Thank you, Lonnie. It must be new because I've never done that before. Let me enter in this code. Perfect. Thank you, Lonnie. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go back to sharing. Alrighty. So this is what the dashboard for Hiree is going to look like. Right here on the top right-hand side is where you can adjust your profile. This, like I said, it's not as accessible and easy to adjust everything on the website version because it is a mobile app. So all of the adjustments you can make to your profile are going to be done through the app. But we can post the job here. We can either go into this left-hand side where it says job management, or we can click on this drop down and click on our job. We're going to go into job management. I'm going to close this. And we're going to publish another one together, right? So we're going to view. We have all of the things that's set up. Let me just copy this. And now we're going to post a job. So we have our company name, which is, again, our business name. They're fine. The full-time. Yes, we're going to post a job. Phone still. I'm on my laptop to show you guys how to do it because I'm not logged into Zoom on my phone, and it's bigger on the laptop so you guys can see it clearer. We're going to do full-time. You can do full-time, part-time. You can even do contract. We're going to stick with full-time. We're going to type in our job title. So I'm just going to say remote travel agent. Job category, I'm just going to type in travel agent. Perfect. Where did it go? Here we go. Travel agent. And then we have our job description. So again, these job descriptions are in, you can use the same one as LinkedIn as well. They're in the Team Building Start.me. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to paste that. And I'm just going to make sure that it says agent and not consultant, because that was my last job. So I'm gonna go in and do agent. And we have that job description. I'm going to toggle the remote job. Are we following so far? Industry, I typed in, or job category, I typed in travel agent and it popped up with a bunch of options. So I clicked on the travel agent option. Okay, people are saying we're not following. So where are we getting lost? I want to make sure we're all on the same page. The visa, I think it's Visel. I think that's how you say your name. The job descriptions are in the Team Building Start.me. So you don't need to screenshot it. You can go and copy and paste it from there. The job descriptions, I just said that. The job descriptions are in the Team Building Start.me. You do not have to copy and paste. Oh, I didn't put them in the chat either, did I? My bad, guys. There you go. It's also in the chat. You guys can copy and paste that. Job management on the left-hand side, and I opened up a job. Okay. Job descriptions in there. You guys can also, like I said, find them in the Team Building Start.me. If for whatever reason along the way, you have not been able to follow along, this is being recorded, and there are in the Team Building Start.me. If you guys have not been in there, there is a recorded training in there on how to post a job already. So again, this is being recorded. There's already a recorded training in there. We are on limited time, so I am trying to make sure you guys see the process live, as well as are able to follow along for as long as you guys are able to. And then you have the recordings as well. I'm going to close the chat box. Work experience, we have our job requirements, right? Work experience, I'm going to put any experience. Education, I just put high school diploma. Salary is annually, and we're going to do a range, same thing as Cheryl did in her LinkedIn training, right? We're going to do a range for salary. I like to do between 30 to 60,000 a year. And then job location, you can pick wherever. So I like to just use major US cities. So we can let's do Dallas, Texas. And then it'll ask for a zip code. It is required for a zip code. You don't have to put a whole address. So I just like to go in to Google, and I like to do most populated zip code in Dallas, Texas. And it comes up with a bunch of lists, right? So right here, most populated zip codes in Dallas, Texas. This first one on this first search bar is 75231. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that and put it into this zip code. And you can see it pops up, Dallas, Texas. I do change up my job so that I post to different locations. So I'll post anywhere in the US. Like I said, I try to stick to major cities in the US. Is there a way to fix the company name from when I previously entered it before this training? Elizabeth, I'm not sure I'm understanding what that means. Did you already have an account? For free, Rebecca, you can only post one job at a time. If you want to pay to post multiple jobs, you can. But I do this for free. I don't pay for Hiree. So I do one job at a time. Okay, I'm going to save. So again, we have our company, which is our business name, type of employment, full-time, job title, remote travel agent, job category. I typed in travel agent and it popped up a whole list, and I clicked on travel agent. So it has service industry, tourism, travel agent. Job description is in Team Building Start.me. I made sure that it is shown as a remote job. Work experience is any experience. Education, I did high school diploma because that is the lowest that it will offer me. And then salary, I do annually $30,000 to $60,000. And I did Dallas, Texas for this posting. And I just did I just Googled the most populated zip code in Dallas, Texas. Now I'm going to press post. It will say this has been happening lately. I just say submit anyways. I haven't had any issues with my jobs being posted. Now, if this is your first time setting up a Hiree account and posting a job, it will then prompt you to verify your identity. So this is part of the reason why I have extended the homework due date, the day 2 homework due date, to tomorrow night. This, and I think I had mentioned this earlier, if not, one of our 1-star double platinums, Amy Moore, is going to be hosting a goal setting class tomorrow night, which is part of your guys' homework to complete for day 2. That is also going to be also why today's homework is due tomorrow. So there are a couple of ways you can verify your identity with Hiree. If you have a domain for your business name, like I have discoverytravel.net with GoDaddy, and you have an email connected to that domain and it has your name in it, you can use that to verify your identity. Sometimes it works. It did not work for me when I tried to do it. I have heard of people, it's worked for them. So that is one way that you can verify your identity. Another way you can verify your identity is by uploading your EIN. So this is where you would go to the IRS website, get a free EIN. It is, again, free in all caps, free. If it is asking you to pay, you are not on the right website. If you need help setting up your EIN, please contact your mentor or your direct gold or platinum leader, and they will help walk you through it. So you just need to get your EIN. You want to get the online one, or I forgot the exact wording for it, but they send you an email with the EIN letter immediately. And then you can use that to verify your identity on Hiree. So here's what an example of what an email would be to verify with your email. And then, like I said, you can also get a EIN to verify. The EIN is free. If it is asking you, yes, you guys are going to need no, you don't want to do, you don't want to do $10,000 to $80,000 yearly. You want to do something a little bit closer in range that is more like feasible. So I do $30,000 to $60,000 yearly. It is going to have you verify your identity. They do want to make sure you are an actual business in order to find prospects. Yeah, Vassell, that's what happened to me as well. I have Outlook. So that's what was happening to me as well. I wasn't able to do that. So I just, like I said, I got an EIN. You can edit the job, Jacqueline. So when you have your job here, you probably won't be able to do it until after you verify your identity. But when you have your job, you can go into edit and you can change whatever you need to change. Perfect. I love it. Okay, under verification. Okay, so that is just one way to get prospects, is to have your job opened. People can contact you and let you know that they are interested. The other way is for you to contact them. Again, I'm going to show you guys the free way. If you guys can pay, if you want to pay. I do not want to pay for Hiree. I think it was like, I don't even remember what it was, but it was like some ridiculous number. I was like, I'm not doing that. So you guys can choose what you want. On the mobile app, again, all of the like edits and stuff you can do on the mobile app. There is going to be a like greeting in your settings. There's going to be a greeting. You can choose the greeting. The greeting that you want is this one. So it says, hey, whatever the prospect's name is. Your profile looks excellent. Please let me know if you're interested in my remote travel agent, and it'll say position in there. Opportunity posted above. That is the initial greeting that we are going to send to people. So what that looks like is you have a For You page right here on your dashboard. You can toggle between For You and new candidates. So as you can see, I've already talked to these people. Continue chatting. I have a couple of them. 2 things to look out for, or one thing really to look out for, is the education If it says high school and 2024, so the current year, I do not contact them because I cannot be sure that they are over 18 or over, right? So I try to stick with something like, sorry, I try to stick with like anything over that to make sure that they're 18 or over. So an example of what that greeting will look like is, you see we have here Sierra Cooper. She is, I'm going to click on this, high school 2020, right? Perfect. And she's already interested in the travel industry. She wants to be a travel agent. So I'm going to click on chat now. It is going to pop up that greeting, that populated greeting. It says, hey, Sierra, your profile looks excellent. Please let me know if you're interested in my remote travel agent posted above. That is that automatic greeting that hiree sends. You can do, yeah, $400. It was really ridiculous. I don't remember the exact amount. It'll pop up. You guys will see, but it was ridiculous. I was like, absolutely not. So you guys can send up to 7 messages a day to prospects. However, one thing I have noticed recently is if I go and do my 7 messages on my phone and then I go onto my laptop, I'm able to do more. So take that with a grain of salt. Try it out, see if it works for you as well. It could just be a fluke that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you can message up to 7 people a day. So we're just going to go and we're going to send our messages. This is 2021 and we can see he went to a college. So I'm just going to press chat now. And again, that's 2. This is college campus on 2024. So that works fine because if they're in college, they're definitely 18 or over. Well, most likely I was 17, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to hit chat now. That's 3. So look, I try to count too to see like if it'll let me. We'll see. This is high school 2023. So we're going to hit chat now. That's 4. And then I'm going to go to new, right? Because you can see I've already chatted with those people. So I'm going to go to new. And then I have more people. So we have May 2024, Palm Beach State College. Chat now. That's 5. Alta Loma High School 2019. Chat now. That's 6. Let's see. We have also, I have noticed, this just reminded me, I have noticed that sometimes there are people on here who speak only Spanish. So if you do not speak Spanish, please do not message these people to get them into the as part of the business, because you are not going to be able to help them if you cannot communicate with them. So if I see here where the like their description is only Spanish and all of their stuff here is all in Spanish, I won't message them because I can't help them. I don't speak Spanish, not yet at least. I don't speak Spanish, so I can't help them, right? So please don't message people if you cannot speak the same language and help them. If you want to learn Spanish, like I know Sukina is also learning Spanish in order to be able to help more people, fantastic, do it that way. But if you can't help them yet, then wait, somebody else can find them and help them who can actually talk to them. So I think that was already 6. So perfect. So we're at 2021, Mongolian University, chat now, that's 7. Let's see if it continues to let me. This is where I kind of, see what's going on. Accelerations Academy Bachelor's, that's college. So we're going to press chat now. Perfect. So 7. VIP membership, it tells you what the VIP membership includes. It didn't give me a price. Normally it does. It is outrageous. I don't even remember what it is. But I'm going to hit no thanks. 7 people a day. You can post a job. Unlimited people can contact you for the job, but you can only post 1 at a time. So we have a few minutes to open up for questions. Let me go through and see. Okay, this is where I was at. Currently under verification. Perfect. I love it. How do I upload my EIN? Where it has that verification, recruiter identity verification, where it says verify by authorized document, you would choose that and upload your EIN letter. No, you cannot use a business card. It'll give you like examples of what you can use for the document. The easiest one was EIN because you can get it immediately. Yes, I am finding pretty up-to-date resumes on Hiree. Christine, you can get a EIN. It is free. Can you show how to change your greeting? That is on my phone. And it is, so if you click on same setup as, you can access it on the mobile app. Same setup as here, just obviously a little smaller. You would click on your little profile, and then you can go to, it'll open it up and it says greetings. You can get greetings. These guys, these scripts, I have answered like 5 times just in my training alone. And I've also answered in multiple other trainings since the boot camp. These scripts are all actually, I want to see, where are these scripts? I want to see who is paying attention. Start.me. What's start.me? Team building start.me. Thank you. These scripts are all in the team building start.me's that I emailed you guys yesterday. And I'm also emailing you guys today, right? I also posted the job script in the chat. I already had my Hiree set up, but missed how to customize my greeting. It is in your profile on your mobile app. You click on your profile. I don't think there's another step in between that. Let me open it up. Make sure I'm telling you guys the right information. So let me stop sharing my screen so I can show you guys a little bit on here. Can we all see my screen kind of right here? Can you see my phone? Right here on the bottom, it'll say me. You click on me, and then it'll come up like that, right? You guys all see that? Yes? Okay. The first one at the top right there says greeting. You click on greeting, and there's a ton of options that you can choose from. You want to choose the one that is in that team building start.me. So it says, hey, name of candidate. Your profile looks excellent. Please let me know if you're interested in my name of position posted above. Okay, that is how you get to change that greeting. Okay, so me, bottom right, me, greeting. And then you just select it. And you can see if it has a little blue check mark, that is the, that means you've selected it. Okay, let's see. Yes, so that's a great question, Tasha. If someone messages you first, that your that message and your reply do not count as your 7 daily messages. So people can message you, you can respond to their messages, but you can only initiate a message 7 times a day. What free site did you use? Are you talking about EIN? I'm not sure. The EIN you get immediately. If you guys have issues with your EIN, please contact your direct mentor and or gold and platinum leaders. Perfect. Angela actually just put the link for EIN in the chat. And it should be free, you guys. If you guys are asked to pay, I remember one time I accidentally sent the wrong link to one of my agents and they were like, it's asking me to pay like $300. I said, oh, no. That is not the correct link. If you guys are asked to pay any sort of money for your EIN, please exit out of that link immediately. That is, EIN is free. Yeah, do not pay for it, please. please. Okay. All right, last call for questions before I bring on our next trainer. Okay. All right. So next up is one of my other Pinky Promise sisters. She is a gold consultant. She has been in this business for 2 years and someone I talk to on a daily basis. If not, I don't know. On a daily basis for sure. Sukina is going to go over how to set up your Calendly. Sukina, are you here?
Yes, I am
lovely.
here. Hi.
Everyone, give some love in the chat box for Sukina, please.
Oh, thank
Drop
you.
tons of knowledge on you. Yes,
Thank you.
I love it.
How are you guys doing? How was that, Hyrie, and the linking from Cheryl? I loved it. I took so much note. I'm ready to rock the Hyrie. I've been using Hyrie on my computer, but now I definitely need to put it on my phone. I'm almost home, so I use my laptop a lot. So, but now I'm gonna have to put it on my my phone too. So I'm gonna go through Calendly. Do you guys have Calendly? Anybody use Calendly? Are you new to Calendly? Did you set it up? Put it in the chat. Let me move some stuff and share my screen too. And get the chat here. So if you guys have questions, yes. Okay, cool. Never used it. Love that. Samsung, you better rename yourself so we don't call you Samsung. What's your name, Samsung? Okay. Okay. Okay, you have it, but the free one, yeah, there's some, yeah. Okay, so let's see. I got you. I got you. So we're gonna go first. So I open, this is my Calendly for my my own Calendly, but since I want to go over, can you guys see my screen first? Because sometimes I'll be sharing, but no one sees it. Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, cool. Perfect. So I just wanted to go over the how to get started first. I'm opening it on my other Google account. So we're just gonna go ahead. Of course, everything you do, go on Google Chrome. I have Google Chrome. I don't know any other, browser. Sorry if you don't have Chrome. Just go ahead and put Chrome. That's the new thing. Okay. So I just go to Google, type Calendly. It will show up. Calendly.com will show up. So you're just gonna go ahead and sign up. You can, of course, use your email, or you can just always sign up with Gmail, with your Google, which is really easy for me. I don't have to create password or stuff. I just, link it to my personal Gmail, and that's it. Okay, we'll definitely go on that, over that soon. Okay, yes. So this is gonna be just me. There's no team. All these other things, really, we don't, we can just put, and again, I did mine a long time ago, so I have no idea what I put in there, but it's optional, so I don't even have to do it too, right? You can just hit next. It's still not gonna do anything, and do not, absolutely not connect any of these two, just leave it alone. Unless you are, doing your own Zoom and stuff. And I'm just gonna do next for now, and then we're gonna go do the setting up and all that good stuff. Okay, so this is what it's gonna show first, right? But we're gonna go ahead under create new, and we're gonna go, I have my handy dandy here, helper that I got from Sarah Rodgers when she did the training last January. And you guys, I'll also make a copy of this and I'll send it down so you can also follow along if you didn't catch whatever I say, because I talk fast, So try to keep up or just wait until later. Okay, so as you can see, she already put everything here. So all we have to do is just make sure we have to separate, what is it called? Like you can separate your screen if you're definitely working on your computer. But if you're using on your phone, ooh, good luck. So this is my setup, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and whatever she do, we know she's good. So we're just gonna follow whatever she did, right? Okay, so here, and again, Calendly, why I love Calendly, of course, you can use the free one, but it doesn't get you far. So, and it is $15. And a lot of people, when they got Calendly and they pay for that 15 a month, right? They be like, I'm so glad I got this, because it's definitely time saver, because you're gonna have to, let's say you only have 10 people, who want to join the presentation per day. Even that, that back and forth, you're gonna have to text or email them maybe 5 to 7 times before they get you the right the right time they're available. And also, guys, the time zone. We have UK. We are 9 hours, away from UK. I mean, at least the Pacific time, right? And not only that, we already have 5 time zone in the US, and adding, Australia, Mexico, UK now, and all the other one, that's her headache. So it is definitely a great investment. I just paid the year one and then forget about it. So I think I pay 119 for the year or something, 120. So it's not, yeah. Or you can just do, monthly, not a big deal. But yeah, it is definitely a great investment. So if you want to do that, definitely do it, or you're gonna have to do that back and forth with the people you are scheduling. Okay, so I just wanted to definitely say that. So first of all, we're gonna go here and create an event. So we're not gonna do one-on-one because we're not doing one-on-one. It's one host and a group of people. So you just click on that. I'm gonna be the, leave this as a host because it's just what it is. But we know I'm not hosting nothing, right? Not yet, at least. And you can also change the colors, if you want to just keep an eye on it, because let's say sometimes we have, so for them, we have at least 2 that I know I send my people, which is the corporate one and the TK one. So if you want, you can also send your people to Australia one and then the Mexico one. You can separate those, with different color. So I love purple, if you guys don't know, it's my favorite color. And the time, you can put it 45 minutes, but to be safe, just leave it at 60. And also do not touch any of these, right? Do not even like, okay, I have a Zoom, why not? No, it's not your Zoom that they're gonna go, right? So just leave it as it is. And you're gonna set this to 99 instead of, because I think the max is 100, but when we're doing the workflow, it's gonna be sending only, I think 100 per day, so per meeting. So do not go over that. Oh, I didn't do a name. Yeah, so let's name this one. So I have, for example, when I go to let me show this one. So I have this name. So you can name it whatever you want, right? It's your own stuff. You can name, but this was the one that I chose. So this is, I know weekdays is the corporate one, and then the online meeting one, weekends and weeknight is the TK one. So you can definitely separate it as, name them as you want. So for now, since I already have that over there, I'm just gonna name this one travel. Oops. Travel industry, like an overview maybe, just something simple. Definitely don't put webinar because people will be like, Okay, simple, right? You guys got this. And I'll also drop that the other thing here too. So let me just put this one down so I can keep seeing my notes, my helper right here. Okay, and this is where the fun's gonna start. We're gonna go ahead and make sure we already have this one done, and this is already done too. So we're gonna go to scheduling here. So this is the corporate one, and we all know the corporate time is Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. And also 3 p.m. And if you're going for the Saturday one, 11 a.m., right? So I'm sticking. I don't think it's fair for me to send people to the Mexico one because I don't speak Spanish. If you speak Spanish, definitely take advantage of that and send your people, to the 11 a.m. because you can communicate with the Latin people who speak Spanish. I don't. I'm learning though. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we definitely don't want to leave it open like this, 60 days for people to join whatever they can. I learned from the beginning when I got started, 3 days max. So I always use 2 days, So this is the only thing. We're gonna set up everything, but this is the only days they're gonna see. We're gonna have our whole month set up, but they're only gonna see 2 days at a time so they can choose because you don't want to give them a lot of choices. I heard just yesterday, I learned yesterday that if you give people too many choices, they will not, they will not take any. They will just like, oh, never mind. I don't have time for yeah. So don't give them too many choices. 2, if you like, go ahead for 3, but max is 3. And we're gonna go also change this. Again, we said we're doing the corporate one, so let's change this to 11 to 1. p.m., right? So every single one of them, and we have two, right? So we're gonna use the add here and then do for the 3 p.m. to the 4 p.m. And then that's it. Just keep do all of them until you got to, let me go fast. 11, and then 12. And then add another one. 3. And also, do not worry about the time because Calendly will change it to the person, even if they are, I don't know, in the middle of the Middle Earth, they will change it to whatever time zone they are. So you don't have to worry. You do just make sure you put it on the right time, and then you're good to go. Do not have to worry about that. So 12, and then the one more, 3 and 4. And then Thursday, 11 to 12, and definitely not Friday. Thankfully, we have our Friday TK, which is cool. So grateful for them. And then 4, right? And then Saturday, like I said, if you're sending people to the Saturday one, you can absolutely do it, or you can do it on a separate one. Wait, you guys are asking question here? I think people are responding to, right? Okay, I'm gonna go on my flow if I forgot stuff. I'm really bad with distract. I don't want to be distracted. So I know the other host got me. So we're gonna save and then go. Right, so we set up our time for, I usually don't touch any of these because, it's not like my own personal one that I need to set up time for people to, give me some time to get rest or whatever. So I don't touch any of these, and then just go ahead and close. So we did the scheduling. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And we have those 2 times. And then we're gonna go here on this question. And I ask always, my question are like, where do you find us? Also, definitely the name, email, and phone number for them, so we can contact them. And I think we have it here now. Okay, so these are the the workflow. So we can ask here the name. This one have the email, so we can ask name and definitely require. Yep, one line's fine. And then we can add another one, like where, because it's always good to know what's, working. If you're using different platforms, you want to know where people are coming from, right? Where did you find me? Or else whatever. And then you can add also, what else can we add? We have name, of good phone number, yep. Let's do please enter your phone number for follow-up. Enter your phone number. Okay, I think that's fine. Just we don't need to, because it's gonna be follow-up. Yeah. Okay. And the other one, this one is email, so it's already set up like that. And then save and close. And then this is where it's gonna be like, ooh, what are we doing? Okay, so what's nice also about using the page Calendly, you get to have follow-up for email or also text reminder. So they will get follow-up from in their emails, but also on their phone, right? So you get it both way. So here we have one. We're gonna go here and edit. And here is where those, script gonna go. So you have, this is like the setup, and you don't have to touch this or change it because it's gonna mess it up. And it has, confirm the event name, which is whatever you name your thing, and the name of your name, and then the dates. That's what's gonna show up on your on the people's email or phone number or phone, right? So here is where we're gonna put, not this one, but the second, yeah. Okay, so here is where you're gonna put, this is what I can just copy. Why am I typing? Oh no, this is a picture. Gosh, I'm so lazy. This is a friendly reminder. And I'm not gonna go through a lot of them because I don't wanna, you know, take up too much time. Friendly reminder that your and already have the stuff, you know, it's gonna say the event name, which is the travel industry review with whoever and whoever, and you know, a schedule. And then here we don't want to put the Zoom information on the main page, but we can do it here because this is gonna be so this one we don't have to put it here. So we're gonna do it after when they get, this is just to confirm that they have set up the appointment, you know, correctly. So they get the confirmation that, you know, they are in, but we don't want to put any Zoom information here right now. We're gonna do that on the next one. And I don't touch the cancellation policy either, so we can leave it that. This one, I don't touch it. And then here, we can do on and edit. Okay, this is good. Reminder, okay. And this is where we can put, okay, because now we are getting maybe 2 hours, maybe you set it up 2 hours because we can do that here. Before the meeting, 5 hour, 10 hour, whatever. So I do definitely, I think I have, you know, one confirmation, right, when they schedule, and then a 2 hour before they will get this Zoom information. So we're definitely gonna change that to 2 hours. So it depends on you whenever you want them to get the information, the Zoom. And I think this is the correct Zoom for the corporate, but always make sure you go to the flyer and get the correct Zoom, you know, because stuff change all the time. You never know. And I can just copy this. Or you can also put the Zoom ID directly, like, you know, and then, and since we don't have, what is it called? We don't have password for this, you don't have to also add, just put the Zoom ID is. Okay, and then save. Also, the text reminder. So for the text one, you don't have a lot of characters, so definitely it's gonna be short. And let's see what she have here. Just a hey reminder, yeah, simple. With yeah, this can be like 5 minutes before. Oh, not hours, definitely minutes. Okay, and then just gonna send them the reminder on their phone, and they will go and, you know, make sure they get in. I'm gonna turn on this one also, and then this one is after the meeting, and we also have the script here on I think, no, she doesn't, but I do have a follow-up where, yep, just here, a follow-up after. So I have one for 5 minutes after the meeting and one for 15 minutes, you know, after the meeting, and both of them have my link for them to sign up. And it's definitely something like this, but I can show you also what mine looks like, because, you know, I learned it from the best too. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, I think this one doesn't have, but this is what mine look like. Where's the other one? So let's go to my finger here. So this is my workflow. I will have one for confirmation, and I have the 24-hour and then 2 hours text reminder and the follow-up. Okay, so we can just check out the follow-up. It just says, thanks for attending this, whatever, and then the link to get started. And, you know, if they didn't, so I have my follow, and if they didn't attend, they can definitely go ahead and, you know, reschedule the meeting. And I also have like the YouTube. This was set up a long time ago. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and change this stuff because I don't want to have this thing anymore here. But that's just get them, you know, not to go back. But yeah, so that's what I have here. And I will send you guys also this document. But that is pretty much how you're gonna set up your wait, let's do this one like 15 minutes. 1 hour is too much. 15 minutes is better. So they can like still the information is fresh in their mind, right? Save. Okay, so let's do done here so you guys can see. We set it up. I don't know why I have this. What is this? What's this? Meeting location. Okay, we don't because we don't have our own. So this is exactly my calendar. Let's say I added the TK one here. I don't have much time to do the TK one, but let's say I have also the travel knowledge one here. It's gonna not be the same link, right? Because it's different Zoom. So you can, if you want someone to go to the corporate only, you can send them directly this one. If you want them to go to the TK one only, you send them this one directly. But if you are maybe for the LinkedIn one you guys are sending, you can put this link so they can go ahead and choose which one they are available for. So if this one is the one they can, they're gonna go and use the weekdays one. And if it's the weekend only, they're gonna go ahead and choose the weekend one. And if you have the Australia and the Mexico one, they can also do the same thing. So whenever you're sending personal one, if someone say, okay, I'm available maybe this weekend, just only weekdays, you can send them copy this link and go ahead and do that. But I always share from the main one so they can see both of them. And again, I used to have the Spanish one, but I think, you know, like, let me learn first. So I have both of these one here. I just send, you know, my Voyage by Luna, which is my main. And if I copy this one, it's not gonna be the same as this one too. So I just wanna mention that. Okay, so I think that is about it. What is question do you guys have? Oh goodness, that's a lot. 192. Oh, it's 192, really? I forgot. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so best instrument, yes, okay, it's so worth it. Yes, it is. Okay, I accidentally link my calendar. You definitely want to make sure to remove that, Jacqueline. You want link because yeah, what she said. Okay, just to Google Calendar. I have my Google Calendar. Okay, I think you guys are helping. You guys, you don't have no question because okay, you have issue the weekend scheduling. Okay, do you have any issue with weekend scheduling when you have it set only 2 to 3 days? We have the TK one, right? So the TK, look at this. So right now we are in the weekend, right? I mean, that's the past, I guess. So if you were yesterday, you will see that we have the today here and the Saturday one. So it will show both of them. So it's never like empty. It's always something showing. We have Friday. So definitely the times that are available, you know, it's gonna be lower, but there's still something that they can go to attend. But yeah. And also you can always come back here and change it. I mean, that's a lot of work. You can always come and change it here, you know. You can always like, let's say it's Friday, you want to have them have until for the other one, you can change it, but change it just for the corporate one. I guess you can do that too. But you know, I don't. I just leave it there because I know we have the TK presentation too. Is this the prospect time? It's gonna show on them. So whatever time zone they are, it's gonna show. Yeah, you just have to set it up on the time that is on PST, I don't know, the calendar, right? Whatever time it says, that's what you're gonna do. Productive and lazy. I like copy and pasting. Yeah, will you, yeah, I will do that. I'll put it in there so you guys can have it. I will share it. Oh, it was? Okay, cool. But I'll just share it again so they can have it too, you know. She said in the corporate video now, yes. My question is scheduled in PST, but I'm EST. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yep, it will work for them. Whatever time you put it there, I think because I'm kind of like favored because I'm in PST time, so I have no clue, you know, how the other one works. But I think if you go to the settings, you can definitely leave it as it is, or wait, what she said. I think Victoria said something good. You can do either, yeah, to make it exactly because Kalani will show them the time zone they are in. Yep, Lee also said something. Yeah, see, I only do PST, so I have no clue on the other ones. Yep. Thank you guys. Yeah, these are good ones. Can you share this group? I will. Like Krista said, it's also entertained me. Is that all the question? Do I have any question where you guys already handled it? Where so I need to set up. And oh, okay, let me guys show you. So once you set up one of them, you don't have to go back and create another thing. You can just duplicate it. Let's see. Okay, clone, it's called clone, but same, duplicate, right? And let's change it. I don't know if it's gonna let me do because this is the free one. I don't know how many I have. Yep, it does. So this is where you can go ahead and create one for the travel knowledge one. So I don't have to create from scratch, and I just have to come here and change the date. Let's see, here. Instead of, I'll do this one, and you can go to the travel knowledge website and get the calendar, where it is again. I think, yep. So you can always come here. And this one is updated because we have 9 a.m. added by our wonderful presenters. So definitely check out maybe the Facebook group. It's definitely should be posted there for the new times because this one is definitely need to be updated. And then you can just check here, 6 p.m. Let's see. Sunday is today, so definitely not today. So 6 p.m. tomorrow, Monday, and I think we have something else for that one. So you're gonna just come here and change everything. Wait, I'm on the wrong one. Hold up, this is not it. Okay. And we can change this and do same thing. Monday we only have one for now. Definitely check the Facebook group for the new times also for this one. And then
Sukana, will you go up and click on custom hours real fast? Scroll up.
scroll. Oops.
Scroll up. Oh, too far. Click on where
Okay.
that, yep. And then see where it says calendar view. Nope, go up. Click on calendar view.
Yeah.
Edit it from here.
Oh, okay. I always do here. This one
No,
is
the only
easy.
reason why is because that will set it only for the week.
Yeah.
And so what you want to do is you want to always come into the calendar view because then you can set it up
Yeah.
that way. And it, for whatever reason, it sometimes it'll get screwed up. Some people have an issue, some people don't. So if you
Oh.
click on edit date and then
Yeah.
you put in a time, you can actually click on all the dates that that applies to
Yeah. Yeah.
and do it that way.
Yeah, you can. Oh, I didn't know that. I do this one, but I didn't know that some people have it screwed. And I just put, like, let's say we all know that 6 p.m. for Mondays is 6 p.m., right? We can just put 6 p.m. for all of them and then call it a day.
Yep. Yeah, no, sometimes that weekly hour one,
Yeah.
that weekly hour one can kind of screw up some things sometimes. So if you
Oh,
just go into calendar view, it makes it easier and it doesn't get
yeah.
all wonky.
All of them. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is nicer too. Yep. So yeah, we can just go ahead and do it here too. So make sure you clone instead of creating a brand new one and then just go from there. Leave. What else question do I have? You definitely separate the calendar because yes, you have to, must. Yes, that's what I was asking earlier today. Okay. So everything you show is free. Yeah, so far it was, but I don't know if it's I never tested the free ones. I really have no idea if it's gonna yeah, because it's have this warning thing, so I don't know. But yeah. No, you do not to meeting because it's yes, okay. Nice answer. Zoom information TK. Yes, it's different. That's why you need both. So make sure you go to TK and check the calendar and also the time. I was showing here, it has the Zoom information, but these times are not correct anymore. So make sure you go to the Facebook group and then check out the new calendar. I'm sure Sarah or the other Platinum have posted it there. And if you are on our Discord, you can definitely check on the presentation calendar too. It is also the calendar view, for example. Yes, yeah, that's. I think that's all the question I have, you guys. I hope I answer everybody because I'm reading fast. My eyes are like, I've been having a bad headache, so forgive me if I jump over your question. Where can we find the TV? Yeah. See, my beautiful co-hosts are answering everything. So thank you. Okay, so I have the pleasure of bringing on the next presenter. She is double goals I-10 card holder, a mom, single mom, very single, ready to mingle, our fun, and always happy to help. Janet Fasik, are you here, Janet? Where is Janet? Wait, is she muted? I think I'm muted.
I am muted.
Okay.
I must have clicked the mute. I was getting so excited how you introduced me. Thank you, Sakina. Welcome, everybody. And I got to give everybody here a high five. This shows the dedication that you are in it to win it, and you are here to level up. So I'm going to level up your skills in Calendly, because everybody knows that I like to be able to do things automated. And I want to put Calendly to work for us. So I'm going to show you some tidbits. So grab your notebooks and let's go. All right, let me share my screen. I was a little slow on that, sorry. Let's make sure it comes up. Did it come up, guys? It did. Okay, perfect. Okay. I don't look at the chat, guys. I just talk. So here we go. All right. So this is my Calendly, and I utilize this to the fullest. So I want to show you some tips. So when you go into your meetings, right, you can actually download the copy of your attendees per meeting. Here's something I want you to write down. Calendly only sends out 100 texts per 30 days. So whenever you're in your cycle of your account, those 30 days, they will only send out 100 texts. So that means, I know my numbers are low, but it's not uncommon for me to have 20, 30 people registered for a presentation. So I knock out that first 100 in my first week. No more texts are going out. And we know that people are going to look at a text before they look at an email. We're human, right? That's what we do now. We like text messages. So I'm going to show you how you can make sure your information is getting out to them, okay? So all you need to do is for your meetings is you export the report. So this will give you all of the information. I think you guys are pretty well experienced and you could look at the report. I brought up one of mine. Now I fixed my report. It has, over here it would have, you know, how did they hear about us? What ad or whatever, all the questions that I have on my Calendly, it all gets answered. Well, I don't need all that stuff. When they're coming to a meeting, I just need their name, phone number, and email, okay? So what I do, and I'm going to let Sarah kind of go into that. I use this list for multiple things. One of the things is, depending on the different platforms that you are sending your links out on, I want to make sure that I'm trying to qualify my prospects, because depending on the platform that you use, you could get a lot of people that are not qualified. They don't live in the right countries and things like that. So I try to go through my list and clean it up, okay? And you'll get to kind of know phone numbers and area codes if they're in the US, Australia. I'm going to have to learn United Kingdom though. Or you'll notice also, they could live right here in California, but they didn't put their, all the numbers for their phone number. So even if they were to get a text, they're not going to get a text because they didn't put in their complete phone number, right? Or if they put a landline, I know who has a landline. there are still people out there that haven't learned. All right. So it gives me the opportunity to kind of see, you know, if my links did go out, do I have all the proper information and things like that. If I find that it is not like a good phone number, I'll send them an email personally. I kind of do a follow-up the night before on all my attendees for the next day. And when the meeting starts or before the meeting starts, say I have already reached my 100. So no more texts are going out. There's multiple ways, you can even do it automated. There's multiple ways that we can send out those texts 30 minutes before, like Calendly would have been doing for us, with this information. Okay, you can do it manually. I'm not going to go into the training tonight, but you can write down reach. If you would like to learn about that, I'll be hosting a training on that. And that's an automated system where I can send out all my text messages in one shot. Okay. So now the meeting has started. I can go back in and I can say, are you on the meeting? Or we've started. Are you in the meeting? Because in the corporate meetings, we don't have the ability to check the participants and mark them off our list, right? So I start the communication. Here's a side note, if someone tries to start a conversation with me, is this a presentation? Is this commission only? Is this what have you, coming up? I don't even respond, okay? Because you don't want to open up that conversation. They really need to see the presentation, because what we have to offer is a visual. And so the presentations are very important. So now we're at the end of the meeting, right? And the presenters will say, okay, Debbie, reach out to Janet for your link, right? So I have this open and I start putting down who has requested a link. If I have any notion that it's something else, like they're not interested or something like that, I put those notes down. Laura, she wanted to talk to her husband, so I know to follow up with Laura. Michael wanted me to go over additional questions that he had, so I put that on my list. And then Stephen is going to be ready on the 30th. Perfect. I know to follow up with Stephen. So all this information does get transferred to my calendar, but I can look back, ready? Because I never let these lists go.
Hey, Janet, real quick. I know
Yes.
you minimized the chat box. They can't see if you were showing them how to export and all of that. They haven't seen any of that.
Okay, let's go back.
Just because in case, I don't know if you showed it or not.
That's way over there and I won't see it. All right, so what you do is you go in here and you go to export. And it's going to export your list. Just to let you know, I have a special folder that I put everything in. Look how many, I've been using Calendly for a long time, guys, that I actually had to make another folder this year because it was getting crazy. So I always name it, the date and the time of the meeting. So this one is a training one, so I'm just going to put training. What is it? September 15th. And we'll say this is the 6 p.m. call, because I'll show you what I do with that. Okay, so now let's open it up. Now, everybody's system is going to be a little different. For whatever reason, my system doesn't bring over, it brings over all the information, but it brings it pretty over kind of wonky. But of course it didn't today because you are all here. It wants to show you I know what I'm talking about. All right. So like I said, it literally brings over all the information.
They can't, this is the part that they can't see.
They can't, okay, hold on.
So you can, Janet, you can reshare your screen to include your whole desktop and not just the Chrome. That way that if you move screens, they can see when you move.
Okay. Usually it does that, but I don't know. Okay. Here we go. There we go.
We're good.
Okay, sorry, guys. So it brings over all the information that you have on Calendar. Okay. I don't need all that. So I kind of fix it up. So you can too. One of the reasons why I fix it up because I use the other program Reach. So I set all of my downloads to go straight to Reach. So I just delete all this stuff because I don't need it. This is why I'm saying that my system, when I use this computer, it doesn't cut these boxes don't come over correctly. So I don't need to know that they're from LinkedIn. I don't need all this, so I'll just erase it. And now I have my working list, right? So I'm going to save it. I'm going to put September 24, 6. Showing in my Reach folder. I will come back and work these lists that I have in here, even a year later, guys. Not necessarily was the opportunity ready for them today or when they went to the presentation. It could be, they could be in a different position 6 months from now, a year from now. I don't let go anybody until they say, Janet, stop. And it has to be a big stop because I'm still going to come back after. But that's what I do. All right. I can already tell you this Erica right here. I can look at that phone number and go, yep, I need to counsel her because she's not within, because they misrepresent themselves. I have it clearly stated in my calendar that they have to answer a couple questions, and it lists most of the countries that we are available. It lists United States, Mexico, Australia, and now the United Kingdom. And I even pointed out, if you live in Canada or you live in Pakistan, what have you, you're not eligible. They still will apply. They'll still take that spot on my calendar. So this way I can eliminate some of this. And so tonight I'll take Eric off my calendar. So he won't get any more notifications, and he shouldn't show up to the presentation, right? So that's another way that I use my list. Okay. Does anybody, let me look at the chat. You guys help me with the chat because, like I said, it's way over here. How can you tell if that is a WhatsApp? You know, I can't. Yes, look at the area code. Thank you, Philippe. You're on it, Philippe. I don't deal with WhatsApp because usually they're not in the country. They're not now they could be from Australia. These are the chances I'm taking, you know, but I can tell you I've done this for so long that they're usually not eligible for the opportunity. They're in Africa or something like that. If I lose a couple along the way because I made a judgment call, how often do you transport the information? I do it for every single meeting. Every single meeting, because let me show you. And I'll make sure you guys see this list. Hold on. I use this list to make documentation on what I'm doing at each and every meeting. I sent these two the link. This one, Gerardo, absolutely no. Jessica was a no. Laura, she wants to talk to her husband, so I know to follow up with her. Michael, and Stephen was ready to come on the 30th. I know to reach out to him on the 30th and get him ready, okay? Everybody else, I'm going to assume did not show up to the meeting. Okay, so I'm not going to let them go.
Am going to go ahead and introduce our next presenter. You guys, I am so excited. I am so happy that she's going to come on. She's going to blast you guys out. She is going to give you guys all of the details on how to follow up, how to close people, really bring everything home. You guys, please, 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 I want to see this chat blow up for my BFF. She is our 3-star double platinum. She is our founder council member. She is a 4-time IATAN card holder. She is a boss babe. She's a single mom. She is the one teaching us all how to do the dang thing. I am so happy to announce Miss Sarah Rodgers. Are you here to take the call?
Hello, everybody. What's going on a Sunday evening? We got 74 people on this call. I love it. Let's run it up. Let's do that home stretch. Let's knock it out of the park. If you have junior partners that you know want to learn how to close, go ahead and get them on this line right now. We are literally going to be giving you guys copy and paste scripts. You literally cannot go wrong. If you have somebody that's needing to build, not knowing what to say to people, this is a call that they need to be on, okay? We're going to dive deep into some closing psychology, all of the things. We're going to teach you how to dance a little bit, okay, everybody? But if you guys know, most of you have been on my trainings before, okay? What we need to do right now, we only got like 8 people with the cameras on. That ain't how Sarah Rodgers rolls in her trainings, okay? We need all the cameras coming on. I need to feel the energy. I need to know that you are here with me. I need to know that we are in this together. I need to know that everybody is here ready to get it on and bring it home. I need to know that everybody's excited and everybody is here wanting to get these tips and scripts. I'm going to leave you with such an amazing set of scripts that you can literally copy and paste. How many of you guys want to learn the Sarah Rodgers verbiage so that you can start copying and pasting and closing people? How many of you guys want to go ahead and run that up, guys? Everybody, I'm also going to take this little moment to do my typical boomerang here on social media. So if we all could, on the count of 3, wave to me. So 1, 2, 3, go ahead and give it a shout, guys. Love it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm super excited, guys, because closing is really something that I've come to love, okay? Now, closing is really an art form. It is learning how to stay in the conversation. It is learning that you don't necessarily have to take the first no, but it is also learning how to stay in the conversation without losing posture, okay? That is the biggest thing that when it comes to closing, that we really have to learn how to do. And that takes time, right? How many of us feel like we don't really know how to do that yet? Like we get kind of lost in some of the things that people say to us. Maybe we kind of take no a little bit too easy. They tell us they don't have the money or something like that. We just check out, bounce, go to the next one, right? Okay, we are going to learn how to get back in conversations. How many of you guys want to stop giving up and start learning how to get back in the game with your prospects and keeping the conversation open without having to lose your posture at all? How many of you guys are down to learn the secrets of that? Well, 1 second. Yes. Okay, perfect, guys. So we're really going to dive deep today and go over all of that stuff and more. Okay. So if you're ready to dive deep, go ahead and throw it in the chat box that you are ready, and let's go ahead and turn it up. All right, let's go, you guys. All right, let me go ahead because my phone is not going to be on disturbing. Okay, cool. All right, we ready? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and share my screen, guys, and we're going to go ahead and run it up. I want you guys to take notes, okay? This is literally going to be copy and paste stuff that you can go ahead and take and use and start implementing right away. Like not tomorrow, not in 5 days, like right away, okay? So we're going to go ahead, guys, and go ahead and start sharing the screen so we can go ahead and get everybody going here. All right, so what we're gonna start talking about, and where I think it starts happening, guys, it really starts happening when you guys are needing to follow up post meeting, okay? So we're gonna talk about some things because I really want to give you the full perspective on what should be happening after a meeting, okay? So, and really what should be happening right before or right after the meeting starts, okay? So how many of you guys are sending people to corporate presentations? How many of you guys are sending people to team presentations? How many of you guys are doing a mixture of both? Both, all, both. I just sent 3. Okay, both. Okay, great. Both. Okay, great. This is good. So we know then what's different about the corporate presentations that is something that you can see on the team presentations when it comes to checking your prospect. What is something different when it comes to checking your prospects in on the corporate presentation and team presentation? Yeah, so in the corporate presentation, guys, you guys cannot see the people listed in the meeting. That is purposely because we are doing stuff on a corporate level. It's more of a webinar style, okay? The way that we have our Zoom set up. So it doesn't matter. You always do the first steps the same way. It doesn't matter if you can't see your attendees or not. I always do the same thing. Whenever I'm in the first 5 minutes of the meeting, I'm spending my first 5 minutes going over my Calendly list or whatever handwritten list or whatever I have to be able to check my prospects in. If I do not see my prospects and if they have not reached out to me, I am sending them a text within the first 5 minutes. What text are we sending them? What text are we sending them? What text are we sending them? I want you guys to give me your exact verbiage. I want you guys to give me your exact verbiage. And here's the thing, guys, okay? What we're going to go through, and the reason why I'm asking for this is because if we are not doing something or saying something maybe exactly how we should, this is the beauty of this. This is the beauty of this boot camp. This is where we get to kind of uncover ourselves and figure out where can I perfect my skill set to become a master body dragger, right? And so in order to do that, we need to be a little bit vulnerable at times, okay? But the beauty of this, guys, is we're all in the same boat. We're all here to learn and be better. So with that, guys, do I have your permission to kind of look under the hood, kind of give you guys some feedback on what you're saying versus what you could be saying, all of those kinds of things? Do I have your guys' feedback on that or permission to be able to do that today? Okay, cool. All right. I always like to ask permission first. Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let me see what some of you guys are saying. Hey, we're in the meeting. Where are you? Hey, I'm online. Where are you? We're in the meeting. Where are you? Just checking in and make sure you're not having any issues getting into the meeting. Were you able to get in the meeting? Meeting starts in an hour. No, so Sydney, this isn't what you're saying prior to the meeting. This is the first 5 minutes of every meeting, okay, when you're checking your prospects in. Hey, we are joining the Zoom. Hey, are you joining the Zoom meeting? Okay, so some of you guys have it right, some of you guys don't. Let's just be really honest, okay? Because if you guys know me, Sarah Rodgers is blunt. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you because I need you guys and I want you guys to be having maximum results. And the only way that I could do that is by pouring into you guys, but giving you guys a non-sugarcoat version of it. So everything that I tell you is blunt, but everything that I tell you is for a purpose because I want to be able to take actionable steps to be able to right away put new things into effect to perfect your process, right? Because it's normally about 80% of what you're doing is good, right? 80% is good, but it's like that 20%. You're like, dang it. I feel like I'm doing everything right. I am checking in my prospects, right? I'm doing all of that, but I'm not getting the results, right? Sometimes it's not that what you're not doing, or it's not, sometimes it's that you're doing everything correctly, but not saying little things that can really make a difference, okay? Because here's the thing, guys, the reality is every time you interact with your prospect, every single time that you interact with your prospect, they are already sizing you up, whether it's subconsciously or consciously. What are they saying? What are they saying when they're interacting with you? What is it that you think that they're looking at? What is it that you think they're trying to size up? You know what they're trying to size up? Is Christy going to be the person that's going to get me the results that I'm needing to get in order to do this program? Is Angela going to be the one that's going to take me to the goals that I need to meet? Right? Is Tim going to be the guy that can go ahead and mentor me and give me the guidance that I need in order to really change my life? That is what's happening every single time they're interacting with you. So this is why posture is so critical. If you guys are doing the motions, but you're not getting the results, I can promise you that the majority of the time it is a posture thing, right? So yeah, never thought about that, right? Yeah, of course. That's what's happening. Here's the thing. You're never going to bring in a Sarah Rodgers, a Charles Lee, and Amy Cabrera anybody that you like look up to, you're never going to you would never bring me on board if you were lackadaisical, if you were like making me like know that you didn't respect your time. You know who I want to do business with? People that respect their time as much as I respect my time, because those are people that I know that we're going to be in it to win it. I know that they're going to be efficient. I know that they're going to not mess around. I know that they're not going to just shoot the crap with me, because when I'm in looking at something from a business perspective, I want to know that I can achieve the results that I need in order to produce the income that I need, right? So these are all same things, right? I often say you guys already know what people are thinking because you probably saw the same things, right? So it's really easy to kind of take ourselves back a little bit and put ourselves in the motion of what it's like to be a prospect. Because weren't you guys all prospects at one point? Weren't you guys all prospects at one point, right? And so when we can understand that this game of closing and following up is really so much more of a psychological thing, and we have to know how to speak to people correctly to get them to understand that we're here to help them, right? So many of you guys are focused on numbers and you're not focused on helping, and that energy can be seen in the way that you talk to people and all of that. So when you focus your mind on, I want to bless as many people as I can with this business. I know what this business is doing for Angela. I know what this business is doing for Cheryl. I know what this business is doing for Tim. I know what this business is doing for Amy Moore. I see Crystal Wiley going on these trips all over the place, right? I see what this business is doing for different people. So I am blessed to share this opportunity with people, right? Some of you guys are still a little bit scared to get people in the meeting because you don't think that you're blessing people by giving them the chance to get into a meeting and learn what it is that we're doing here so that they can be part of the movement too, right? So this is what I'm saying. Posture is king, okay? So anytime you are checking in on your people, and I'm gonna maximize my screen here so you guys can see my Google Doc a little bit more. Hold on. You know, Sarah Rodgers, we fumble a little bit when it comes to our window screens. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So the first 5 minutes, like guys, literally you have a copy and paste thing. You have literally everything in blue in this document is a copy and paste thing that you don't even have to think about. Okay. So you have the exact verbiage here. Hey, Susie. Hey, Angela. Hey, Betty. Hey, Susie, whatever, right? We're in the meeting. Where are you? We're in the travel meeting. Where are you? Want to know why? I'm not asking, hey, are you going to still make it? Hey, we're in this meeting. Are you going to log in? Hey, are you having trouble logging in? Hey, what do you think of, do you need to reschedule? You are never going to do that, okay? Because what you're doing is you're saying, I don't respect my time. I don't respect my time. Why should you respect mine? No. You think if I went to go for an avenue at, I don't know, Nordstrom's Rack and I was late, they'd be calling me, hey, Sarah, do you think that, I don't know, you're still going to make it? Or do you just want to reschedule? Jobs don't take that kind of attitude with people. You want to know why? Because the prospect needs you and the opportunity more than you need the prospect. And some of you think it's the other way around. Some of you think that you need the prospect so bad that you need to disrespect your own time. Okay, that's not the case. The prospect needs this. You're already in the opportunity. You already have everything that you need in order to become successful. The prospect is the one that needs this. So guess what? If they don't go to a meeting, they may not really need this. Either way, don't disrespect my time. Because if it's not going to be you, I have hundreds of other people waiting for this opportunity. So anytime I speak to a prospect, doesn't mean I have to be rude or mean or anything like that, right? When we talk to our kids and we stand the line, we don't have to be mean to our kids for them to understand that they're going to respect what mom and dad's saying right now, right? It's the same thing, okay? So if you're saying anything other than this right now and you feel like you're not getting the results, please change this. The first 5 minutes of every meeting should be, hey, Susie, Betty, whatever, we're in the travel meeting. Where are you? Okay. The ball is going to be in your court. You never want to come off desperate. Guess what? And nothing that I teach you, let me just make something abundantly clear, guys, because again, I'm blunt, but I'm also real with the results. Okay. Nothing that you ever get taught when it comes to prospecting, if anyone ever tells you I'm teaching you something that's going to get you 100% results, they're full of crap. Okay. Everything that we do teach though, in conjunction, if you're doing everything in conjunction, it will maximize your results. Do you see the difference there? Maximizing results is different than me trying to tell you that you're going to get 100% results, because people are going to be people, right? People are going to waste your time. People aren't going to respect that the fact that they scheduled for a meeting, right? But if we do everything that we can to keep posture and control, then we know that we will maximize our times. See, sometimes you take the mistake of thinking that a prospect is diddle dabbling. It's not that they don't care, or it's not that they, you know, are like not, maybe they're just not interested enough. Guess what? I can window shop all day long and I can go into a store, but if I don't really want to buy the thing, I'm not going to go to the register, right? You can only lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink it. So that's what you're doing when you're inviting. Okay. So this is why I don't try to get too loosey-goosey with them at this point. It's just point blank, where are you? Sometimes they'll say, oh, I'm trying to get on. I'm having trouble connecting. I forgot the Zoom number, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, I might shoot them the Zoom number. Boom. Let's resolve that problem, get them on the Zoom real quick. Okay. Maybe, thanks for reminding me, whatever. Right. And for my thing is like, at this point, if I can get 3 or 2 more people, 5 more people inside of the meeting just by texting them, then I did something better by not saying anything. Right. And so this is why it's important, the first 5 minutes, not 20 minutes, not 30 minutes. Okay. Because guess what? We all have this little thing called a phone. Guess what? When I was first starting this, I would take my daughter to the park before meetings and I would check the meetings. I would put her in the playground and check. Okay. I would put her in her little swingy chair, like whatever the case may be, guys. We all have 5 or 10 minutes. Because if you guys don't have 5 or 10 minutes, don't expect your prospect to come in and work the business any harder than you are. Because people work to the degree of which you create the momentum. Some of you may have prospects or people in the business not doing anything, but in reality, it may not be them. It may be the energy that you're feeding them, right? So I can get off into a whole bunch of tangents soon, but we're going to stick to the one thing, okay? Okay, so now with that being said, guys, some of the people, like I said, it's going to get a mixture of reactions, right? The point is to try to just get as many people in the meeting room as you can. I've had days like this where I've done this and I've gotten 5 people in a meeting that weren't there originally. And I have some days where I strike out and no one tells me anything and I don't get any more people on. But consistency leads to results. It's not about one transaction. It's the result of many transactions that you're giving yourself throughout the course of time. I may have 3 or 4 or 5 bad meetings, but all I really need is 1 good meeting, 2 good meetings, 3 good meetings. It doesn't matter if they're sporadic, because if I'm consistent, the consistency creates the results. The consistency creates the results, right? Some of you guys want to quit your business before God is ready to bless you with what it is that you're asking for. Okay. Some of you are ready to quit and give up because you had 1 bad meeting. Boo-hoo. You want to know how many bad meetings I've had over the past 5.5 years, right? You got to keep on going. You can't, if you're going to let this get in your way, your emotions in the way of this. I always tell people, you know what the difference is with people that quit and people that don't quit? People that quit and people that don't quit. People that quit don't ever get to see the result of anything. Why? Because they close the book. They close their own book. I'd have to be some kind of crazy to close my own book. That's not what Sarah Rodgers is doing. Not today, not tomorrow, not 5 years from now. Nope. I'm never closing the book on myself. I may need to rewrite a chapter, but I'm not closing it. If it's up to me, whether or not I give up on myself, I promise you the one thing that Sarah Rodgers is never going to do is give up. Okay, I'll have a bad day. Let's take it for the books, right? Okay, so here we go. So now the meeting is ending. Okay, you got your list going, all of that. I feel like other people touched on that, so I don't want to go dive deep into that, okay? The meeting is ending. What is happening towards the end of the meeting? What are the presenters doing at the end of the meeting? What are the presenters doing at the end of the meeting? Let's see, telling prospects to message us, telling us so that they're ready, promoting prospects to text you. Yes. Okay. So at this moment, okay, what's happening is the presenters are going to be trying to make it as easy as possible for you. Make it as easy as possible for you, but you still need to put in the work. And that's where some of you don't follow through. Okay. They will make it easy as possible for you. They're going to be trying to get the prospects to get in touch with you if they're ready to go. So you may start getting the I'm ready text or send me the enrollment text, right? And then you know what to do with that. That's a really easy close, okay? That is a really easy close. Now, sometimes what happens is you wait for the screenshots and you're like, oh, Betty and Susie said that they're ready, but they never text me. Oh man, shucks. Susie, what? I don't care if Susie and Bobby or whoever say that they're ready in the meeting and I didn't get a text back. I'm still going to follow up with them. Now, some of you will take that, they said that they were ready, but they don't reach out to you and you just send them your enrollment link. Wrong. That's not, you don't want to do that because you're making a lot of pre-assumptions and you're actually putting yourself in a position where you have to retract your power. I mean, have you done that? I used to do something like that. You hear the people that say that I'm ready, and your reach out to them is automatically sending them your enrollment link without saying one other word to them. Let's have a moment of truth here. How many of us have been doing that? Okay. Yes, Halia, I definitely used to do that. Sakina definitely did it. Lonnie, guilty. Tanya, guilty. Okay, Rebecca, you have to give me the motions to get through it, right? We're in the first steps and you want to go all the way to jump. You want to jump to the end part. You have to give me the time to get through this. Okay. All right. So I've done that before. Guilty. I did it. Yes, definitely. And that's okay. Guess what? Because we can figure it out. We can figure it. That's how we know it doesn't work, right? So here's the thing. Anytime I see like a Susie or Betty or whatever that says I'm ready, I wait until they send me their email to send link. What? No, I don't do that either. I don't wait. I take control. This is my game. I'm playing with the prospect, right? I'm taking control of how the interaction is going to go. I'm going to try to put as many things as control as possible because I know there's going to be things that I can't control, right? So I'm going to put myself in a position where I can put as many things of mine in control as possible. So some of the things that I'm going to do, okay, let's say that, let's say Betty and Susie say that they're ready, but I didn't hear anything from them. Okay. I'm going to reach out. Here we go. We got another blue script. You guys should be excited when you see the blue scripts. These are your copy and paste. Okay. If I see somebody that got on the screenshot that said, I'm ready by Sarah, I'm ready by Christy, I'm ready by whoever, but you never heard back from that prospect, this is the exact text that you need to send them. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Halia. Hey, Susie. I saw that you told whoever the presenter is, okay, Krista, Halia, Sarah, Perla, whoever, that you were ready to start your travel agent journey with us. You need to open up the conversation because how many of you guys have ever just sent a link and they're like, oh, but I won't have the money till Friday. You just lost your posture. Instead, you can get them to tell you that before that. And then we have an objection to work with so we can go into closing rather just enrollment link, right? Again, I'm here to serve people and help them, not to get them to buy. And if I have the objection of going into a conversation, figuring out how I could best help them, then I know I'm in a stronger position to close them, right? And so sometimes, again, we want to shoot straight to the hip, but we're not there yet, right? So that is what I say. I hope you found value in the call. I hope you found value in the call is loss of posture, in my opinion. I hope you found value in the call. Are you ready to get started? Give me a yes, and I'll shoot you over the sign up link. Again, you are leaving a lot in their hands when you talk like that, right? You're putting all the ball in their court. You're actually saying, when you say, I hope you found value in the call, you're actually giving them room to come back at you negatively. And I don't like that, right? Everything, again, I'm trying to control the narrative. That doesn't mean, again, that what I'm teaching is never going to get you a negative response, okay? But we're going to maximize your control and your posture, right? So let's say you get prospects that don't reach out to you or that they didn't say that they're ready in the screenshots and you got like 5 people that you know were on the meeting and they're not saying anything to you. It is your job to follow up with them. It is your job to follow up with them. When do you follow up with your prospects after a meeting? How soon? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 days? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, guys. Some of you are like, man, I just need to go to bed. I'll get the prospects tomorrow. Immediately right after 5 minutes, immediately right after the meeting, immediately within 5 to 10 minutes, 1 to 2 hours, that's way too long, okay? You guys got to strike while the kettle is hot. How many of you guys have ever, like, okay, this may be dating myself, but whatever. The days of infomercials, okay, on TVs, and you saw like something that you're like, oh my God, that toy that they're trying to sell me, my mom needs to go out and get this right now. And you're like begging your mom in that moment, right? But what happens? 15 minutes goes by, like you forget about it, right? You're on to the next thing. Why would you do that to your prospect? You need to strike when the kettle is hot. They just finished it. They may be excited, right? Maybe they haven't gotten the chance to talk to people, talk to somebody that's going to kill their dreams, right? The cake bin said, yeah, whatever, right? You get excited. I'm like, oh, those under eye patches, I really need those, right? Like, get me some of those. But then if my daughter tells me she's hungry and I make dinner, by the time I'm done making her dinner and eating, I probably forgot all about those under eye patches because I didn't strike while the kettle is hot. Okay. So you need to strike while the kettle is hot immediately after the meeting ends. Immediately after the meeting ends. Okay. And what are you guys saying to your people? What are you guys saying to your people? To your prospects? When you're reaching out to them right after the meeting, what is the very first thing verbatim that you're saying? What is the very first thing verbatim that you're saying? We got 75 people on this chat. Let's see. Let's see what's popping with 75 of you. What did you like best about the meeting? What was your favorite part of the meeting? What did you like best about the meeting? What did you like best about the meeting? What did you like best about what you heard? Okay. What was your favorite part of the meeting? What was your favorite thing about the meeting? Yeah. Okay. So you guys are pretty much, you guys are all pretty much there. Okay. What did you like most about becoming a remote travel agent? A little bit too technical. What did you like best about the meeting? Exciting, right? What did you like? Yeah. So you guys are pretty much all on par with this. Okay. I feel like this is the one-liner that we've drilled into your head over the past several months and years. So you guys all get an A. Let's all give ourselves a round of applause for using the right closing script. Yay. Yes. Right. Okay. So you guys are pretty much doing that. How could you benefit from what I showed you? I finally get an A. Debbie, you get an A+, my dear. Okay. So we really want to stick to that script, okay? Of, hey, Susie, hey, Debbie, hey, whoever, what did you like best about the meeting? Because what you're doing is you are trying to make them elicit with a positive response, right? We don't like open-ended questions. Open-ended questions allows them to be negative. I like positive things, okay? Because I can lead with positive. The positive things will help me create more excitement and help me close more. If it's open-ended, like, what did you think? Do you think this could help you? What are your thoughts? Anything like that, that's too open-ended. Again, because you don't know what they're going to come back with, right? And again, you can get negative results, right? They can be like, oh, the best thing I liked about it was leaving. I don't know, right? This doesn't never mean that you're never going to get a negative response. Again, but we're trying to control the narrative, right? In order to be able to read the temperature of the room, right? Again, we're learning how to dance, okay? This isn't like a straight kill. We're learning how to dance a little bit, okay? You got to feel the temperature of your prospect in order to know the direction of what we're about to take them. So let's say they come back something positive, okay? What is something positive that you guys get when people go to meetings? What are some things that they say that they liked about the meeting? What are some things? Let's see. Perks, short and sweet and to the point. Love the perks, working from home, getting to travel, support, personal perks, work from home, income potential. Yeah. So anything positive that you guys get, you guys need to be capitalizing on the positivity, because chances are, how many of you guys like the flexibility? How many of you guys like the income potential? How many of you guys like that? Maybe half of us are chilling in our PJs right now. How many of you guys like that? Right? How many of you guys like the fact that you can, have a side hustle, right? Or bring in additional income, right? How many of you guys like all of these things? Right? So guess what? We're going to create alignment with our people. It's easy because chances are whatever they love about the business, you love it too. So this is where I typically take whatever they like. Okay. Like for example, in this example, guys, the prospect is saying that they love the idea of being able to work from home because they get to be with their kids. We got people on the line right now with babies on their laps. That's dope, right? This is what it's all about, right? And so guess what? We get to agree with that. Yes, I love that I have a business that I don't feel the pressure to take my baby somewhere else. My baby can be right with me. I get to be a mom and still have a business. Whatever. Quick short liner. Please don't start writing novels to your prospect. Okay. Quickly agree with them in like 1 or 2 sentences, and then you're going to ask for the close. So some of you will agree with them and then you get scared to ask for the close. How many of you guys sometimes get a little bit scared? You don't know when to ask for the close. You're like, man, should I? I don't know. Is this the point? Like, it's like asking somebody out for the date on the date for the first time. You're like, I think they're kind of interested. Could they kind of not be interested? Am I reading this too wrong? Like, some of you guys overthink this, right? I don't want to scare them away. If they are talking to you and engaging to you about what they like about the business and they just sat through an hour-long presentation, why would you ask them for the close scare them away? If they just sat in an hour-long meeting and told you all of the things that they liked about it, why would you ask them for the close at this point after you created alignments and they told you the things? How would you scare them away? See, again, we're thinking about this too differently. You and I aren't thinking about it the same way. I'm blessing people with this opportunity. I'm not scaring people away with the opportunity. Rejection, yeah, people are going to say no. And, you know, unfortunately, that is something that people will have to get used to saying or hearing, right? No, but guess what? So what? If they say no, are you any worse off? If 5 people say no to you, are you in a worse position than you were prior to them saying no? Okay. I don't take it personal. You want to know why? Because the way we teach you how to recruit in the cold market, it's infinite. The way I see it, I just got 5 no's. Those are 5 people I'll never have to worry about again. I can go on to the infinite pool of the cold market. Right? You never had them, so you never lost them. Mama ain't crying over spilt milk, right? No, right? Cool. So sometimes you freeze and stumble over your words because you're trying to not go through scripts. You're trying to come at it with your hip. And here's the thing. Everybody's awkward at first, right? No one just picked up a 2-wheeler bike and drove it down the highway. Everyone started off with training wheels. I was one of the kids that drove myself into thorn bushes. Like, it was awkward. Like, I fell down, of course. This is why we have the scripts. This is why we teach you it this way. So we can try to make it as unawkward as possible. But if you are trying to always come up with your own verbiage and your own thing and everything on your own, you're going to find a more difficult road. Instead, do you guys know that I've calculated that I've made almost $500,000 with this business? And I don't say that to brag, but you guys ever hear the words of advice? Don't get advice from people that are not qualified to give it. You guys ever hear that saying? How many of you guys want to be able to be in a position where you say that you've made over $500,000 with the business? How many of you guys want to be able to be in a position and say that you've made over $500,000 with the business? I'm not maybe going to become a millionaire with this business. I am. Thanks to these scripts. Do you guys get where I'm going with that? Thanks to these scripts, I'm giving everybody on this line, everybody that chose to be here on a Sunday afternoon or evening time in the EST, the shortcut. These were not here for me when I first started. Yes, I worked hand in hand with Charles Lee, no doubt. He taught me everything that I know about closing, and these scripts are a result of that. You guys are literally getting the fast-tracked way of growing. But you have to be disciplined enough and consistent enough to believe that it's going to work. Not 100% of the time. Not 100% of the time. Nothing's going to work 100% of the time because people will always be people. But this will maximize your control and the ability to maximize your efforts, okay? So again, when they say whatever they like, we're just going to agree with it, right? And then if they say that they're ready, guess what? We're gonna send them we're gonna ask for it, right? When they say, yeah, the kids, I love the supplemental income, I love it too. Da, 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 da. It sounds like we're welcoming you to the family. Drum roll. Because you're either gonna be hit with a yes or you're gonna hit with an objection. But you gotta get there somehow. You're diddle daddling around. Guess what that tells them? I don't respect my time, so why should you respect mine? I got to go straight to the point sometimes. This is where I've kind of felt the temperature. They've told me a couple of things they like. I agreed with them, and then boom, I asked for the close. Sounds like we are welcoming you to the family. Betty tells me, yes, I send Betty my welcome link, my welcome text. My little welcome text is just enough, guys, to give them a rundown. Please don't send your welcome text with make a new email and do this and do that. And you give them 20 steps to enroll. Stop doing that, okay? I'm not saying that all of you do that, okay? Some of you guys want to slow your prospect down. Why would you give somebody an extra step to do that they don't need to do? Here's another thought, food for thought. You want to know why I don't tell people to create a new email before starting this business? Because if they cancel it, they're never going to check that email again. You guys want to know what all your leaders do? They send emails to inactives constantly. So I want it to go to an email that they're actively seeing, not an email that they won't ever touch again once they leave the business, if they leave the business. Stop telling them to do extra things. Get them to just enroll. If they want to change it afterwards, they can. It's no biggie, but they're already in the business, right? They're already in the business. You can always change it afterwards, right? I keep it sweet and simple. What is that acronym KISS? Keep it sweet, keep it stupid simple. Is that what that is? Enough to just let them know I'm sending them enrollment link, $10.99. They're going to pay the $89.95. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, that's it. Now that's really easy, right? That's like the easiest way you guys can have it. But we all know 80 to 85% of the time, it ain't that easy, right? 80 to 85% of the time, you're going to get a little talk back, huh? You're going to get some objections. You're going to get some doubts. You're going to get some, I don't know if I can do this. I didn't think I was going to have to pay anything today. Oh, I need to talk to my significant other. I need to go talk to Bob down the street. Right? How many of you guys get hit with objections? How many of you guys get hit with objections? Everyone will. Listen, you will never not do anything that doesn't allow you to get objections. Sometimes that's part of it. Sometimes that is just the beginning. I welcome objections because this is where Sarah Rodgers gets to dance with people. This is where I get to discover some clues about them. Some of you guys get so wrapped up that you take an objection as a rejection. An objection is not always a rejection. Ooh, I should monologue. I should make that a slogan. A objection is not always a rejection. Okay. I should trademark that.
For our next t-shirt. Our next t-shirt slogan.
Our next,
All right, I got the quote already written out.
Okay, so you guys, an objection to me is just the start. This is where I get excited because I'm like, ooh, I'm going to start dancing with this person. And you know what it is? All I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to dance my way in the conversation. That's it. Sometimes you got to discover clues, right? How many of you maybe had an objection or two before you started the business? Did that necessarily mean that you were rejecting the idea of the business? Or did you just have something in addition to that you wanted to kind of work out prior to committing, right? Some of you think the objection is a rejection and it's not. Sometimes you do have to work through it though, right? And there's all kinds of things that you can get. I don't have the money. I'm broke. My husband thinks this is a scam. I don't know. I don't make decisions right away, Sarah. You know, I like to sit on it and think. I need a week to think, right? Our Monday morning quote. Yeah. Go ahead, put it on Facebook, right? So many objections, right? So now how do we handle those objections? Okay. Again, a lot of what I'm going to teach you guys is how to get back in the conversation. And once we get back in the conversation, we bring in a closer. Does that make sense? We're going to teach you guys how to stay in the conversation, how to get in the conversation to bring in a closer. Yes? How many of you guys want to work with your platinums to master your closing? How many of you guys want to make it easier? Just stay in the conversation and you bring in a closer. Does that sound like something that you guys you want to start doing? Yes. I want to get 77 yeses. Right? Oops. My water bottle. Okay. All right. So here's the thing, guys. Some of the ones that I feel like we get a lot of is the money thing, right? I loved everything. I'm just broke. I love everything. I'll wait till Friday to sign up. I love everything. Hope one day to get money to be able to do this. Whatever the case may be, you get some sort of money objection, right? How many of you guys got a money objection? Fairly common. Some of you guys will be like, okay, I'll follow up with you or let me know when you're ready. Sarah Rodgers starts dancing. Okay. And what I do says, I've been so desperate that I almost wanted to pay for them to help them out. But see, here's the thing. Your desperation is translating into the energy that you give your prospects. Stop being desperate and start being more disciplined. It's a different energy when you come to the table, right? So that's okay, Jacqueline. It's okay to say that this is me. This is what this training is here for, right? So that we can also realize where we could be better, right? Because the beauty about it, guys, is there's no such thing as failure in life. It's what we take from the lessons that we're learning, right? And if we can take everything that we didn't do quite well, or maybe to our expectations, and we take a lesson or we can take a takeaway so that we can change it around the next time, then that's not a fail, that's a win in my perspective. That's growth mindset right there, right? If I can take something or a situation where maybe I didn't feel like I got the exact results and I objectively look at it to see what I could do better next time, then and I actually implement it, not that I just okay and then I don't do anything the next time. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing expecting different results. Okay, so it's that you have to register that you could be doing something else, or maybe identify what that something else is, and then actually applying that the next time, right? That's how you start changing what it is that you're doing. So blue script, right? Next time you guys get the money objection, say, I see, okay. Besides the money, do you feel as though working remotely from home, booking travel would provide you a solution of creating a source of income for you? Because I'm not going to spend the money on something where I don't see it's for me. I'm not going to spend the money on something that maybe I'm not quite sure how I'm going to find clients, right? And so sometimes you guys take the objection and you take that and you just take it for what it is. How many of you guys ever been somewhere and somebody was trying to sell you something? You're like, I don't have the money. You have the money, right? You just don't want to be bothered. Or maybe you don't want to tell them what's really going on, right? Okay. And at the end of the day, it's $89, right? We're not asking, do you know how many other travel agencies and other companies ask for thousands of dollars to invest, hundreds of dollars to invest? This is $89.99. I was at a gas station last night and I spent more on gas, one tank, than somebody can pay to get started with this business, right? I will spend more taking my people out to Korean barbecue than I will starting this business, okay? So let's put it into perspective, right? So what I like to do is I like to say this because maybe they don't see this as a solution for them, right? Or maybe they're like, yeah, I do. I'm just still a little bit worried about, how exactly we're going to get paid, or I'm just worried about having to pay the $89.99, right? Sometimes what they say here is they give you another objection. You see what I'm not doing is I'm not putting them in a corner, okay? Any of you guys ever been around a salesperson who, like, no matter what you say to them, they try to just get you to sign on the line right away and you can feel it? You're like, oh my God, if Bob would just let off, if Jeremy would just let off and let me, whatever, I might actually buy the car today. But, Jeremy's hounding me over here. And now I just don't want to buy from Jeremy. It's not that I don't want to buy the car, it's that I don't want to buy from Jeremy. Okay. So sometimes some of these objections look like I'm letting off the gas pedal, but what I'm doing is I'm giving them an exit, right? Any of you ever been like in a relationship where you feel stuck because you like that person's going to fall off a cliff or something, God forbid, if you break up with them, right? It makes you feel stuck. Like, I can't leave now. But if you know that you can leave, you might want to stay a little bit to work it out, right? Like, being able to see an exit allows the guard to come down. So that's what a lot of these objections are doing. This is how I get back in the conversation. I say, I see, besides the money, right? Okay, cool. You don't have the money? No problem. I'm not trying to say, go put on a credit card or go ask 10 people for the money. I'm not doing that. I'm allowing that to be that so I can let their guard down to see if they're going to tell me the real objection. And sometimes it's literally like, no, yeah, of course. I get paid at midnight, so I have to wait till midnight. Okay. Now I start doing the follow-up with them, right? So it's really just kind of seeing, we are dancing, right? I got to kind of throw a little bit out there to see if I can get underneath them and see if I can see the real objection here, okay? So if they tell me something, if they give me any sort of objection, like, yeah, I do see it, but I'm just still a little bit worried about how I'm going to find clients because I really don't do social media. You just got your objection. It's not the money. It went from money to clients. You see how that moved? Because you got to ask the right questions to discover the clues. Okay. So that's how you do that. And here's the thing, guys, this is where you have to start working with your leaders. These are people, goals. They had 52 conversations, successful conversations to get to where they're at. They might know a thing or two about closing. Platinums, 300 successful conversations in the organization to get to platinum. They may know a thing about closing. Anybody know what it takes to get to a 3-star? Anybody know how many people you have to have on your team to be a 3-star? 3,000 people balanced. That's 3,000 successful conversations. I might know a thing on how to get people to close. Right? Think about that. This is why we tell you to go to them. Why? Because they've already had the successful conversations, not just once, not just an oopsies. Oh, that was really easy. Didn't really know what I was doing, but haha, it worked. They perfected it, right? This is why we tell you guys, because guess what? You watch it enough and you hear it enough, you're going to start doing it. You guys ever notice that about your kids? All of a sudden they start doing the same things that you're doing. Like my daughter was in my closet for 2 hours trying to wear all my clothes, my heels. Mom, can I have this when I'm 17? Mom, when did you get this? Mom, when did you wear this? Can I have this when I'm your age? Mom, can you save this for me? Because they're trying to do what you do, right? It's true. Guess what? You will learn too, but you have to listen to it over and over again. I learned to be a master closer because I listened to Charles. And Nikki Lee, whether it was 3-ways, whether it was texting, I submitted to the idea that I was a buffoon and didn't know what the heck I was going to say to prospects. And that if I was going to win, I had to work with people that are already winning. I had zero ego, zero shame. Today, 5.5 years later, there are still times that I contact Charles. Yo, bro, I don't know what to say to this prospect right now. I'm having a brain fart. Can you help me? Could you imagine that? Because I don't have an ego about this. All I want is to maximize my results. And I understand that sometimes I may not know exactly what to say at any given time, but I know that there's somebody in this business that does. And so I will lean to that. I will lean to that. You should see me when Chris is around me. I'll take her phone and start closing prospects for her with her phone. Literally. She'll be like, Sarah, give it to me. Let me do it. Right? Halia literally has a Rolodex of scripts. So now what does Halia do? She'll send me, hey, Sarah, this is that. I want you to go put X, Y, and Z objection answer together that we've worked on together and try to see if you can come up with something. Because she's at that point now, right? Because she has a list. How many of you guys want a Rolodex of answers that have worked before? How many of you guys want a Rolodex of like 40, 50 answers that have worked before? How do you think you're going to get those answers? How do you think you're going to get them? Not by doing it, right? By working with your leadership. By saving your platinum's numbers, yes. By texting people. Some of you want to be like, I don't want to bug her, or like, oh man, she's going to think that I'm dumb, that I don't know how to listen, or that I don't know how to handle this objection. No, we're in this to teach. We're in this to help, right? But you have to allow us to help. And some of that, maybe we do recognize, hey, you know what, Christy? I might say after Christy works with me for 6 months, I may start having Christy work responses with me before we respond back, right? Because I recognize she may be ready for that level, but I'm here as her coach to give her that extra set of confidence, that extra set of reassurance, right? But that's the beauty of it. Okay, so that's the money objection, okay? How many of you guys got the, I'm just not ready to make a decision right now. I'm just not ready, I really need to sleep, eat some crackers, drink some wine. Oh man, I might need to go talk to the guy who just rode by on the scooter. I just need some more time. I just don't make decisions like this. Any of you got something like that? Maybe you do some sort of ritual before they make decisions? Yes? Yeah, I need to sleep on it. Yes. All the things. 76 people on this line. I want to hear some more answers from people. Impulse. Yes, I have one now. Call me in 2 weeks. No, I don't say that to them. I need to talk to my husband. Oh, you're saying that they tell you to call them in 2 weeks? Pray on it, need to get paid. So the getting paid, that's not money objection, right? So whenever I do that, no problem. Again, I'm already giving them the out. They're leaving. I'm okay with that. No problem. Albert, can I just ask you one question before we close out your file for now? Again, yes, I'm continuing the conversation, but do you see how I'm alleviating the pressure of them thinking that I'm going to just sit there and try to close them right away? I'm already giving them the out. They're going to leave. Yeah, I'll answer one more question, right? Do you guys see what I'm doing there psychologically? I'm just trying to sidestep. You guys are giving me different objections right now. We're not focusing on what's being outputted right now. Right? Do you guys understand what I'm doing here with this, how I'm answering the objection? And then they're going to say, well, yeah, okay. If I get any form of yes, right? I say, just so we can help for when you're ready to make the transition to the travel industry, what are you looking to make better by partnering up with us? What positive outcomes are you looking to achieve? Boom, in the conversation. Oh, I'm looking to do the supplementally. I just don't know. I'm looking at 5 different other things. Oh, I really want to be able to find something where I don't have to worry about daycare. Now the objection starts to move a little bit, right? Now we can see where their undecisiveness is coming from, right? You guys see what I'm doing with that? I'm just trying to kind of sidestep a little bit, alleviating the pressure of them feeling like I'm going to hound them today. Because when you do that, you let the guard down. They're not worried about closing me today. Cool. Yeah, I'll tell them. And then I'm going to head out, right? All you want is to stay in the conversation. Again, whatever they tell you from here, send it to your platinum. This is where you want, again, to work with them, right? We're going to get a feel because sometimes people get, oh, this is $89.95. And then you get, oh yeah, the $89.95 is to cover licensing fees, training, da-da-da. You know what? I don't want the technical answer. That's not what they're asking you about the money for. How about the, I need to speak to my husband. Anybody ever get that? Or significant other, or I don't know, whoever that special person is in their life, right? Any of you guys get this one? I am going to tell you guys something. This one right here was the one that I could not, this was my mental block for years. This right here, mentally, I can't cuss, but it mentally got me off my rocker. Okay. Whenever I got this one, it was like, I would get it and I'd throw my phone. If one more person tells me they need to talk to their certificate, because I was a single mom, right? I'm a single mom. I'm like, I can't fathom the world where I have to ask somebody else for permission to do something that I want to do. Can't do it. Okay. So understand that sometimes we get inside our own head, right? And I see this people when they start booking travel, I can't give them a quote for $10,000. I would never spend that much money on a vacation. I could care less if I have the money in my pocket or not. Susie's trying to roll out to the Maldives. Let's get Susie out there, right? Stop getting in your own head sometimes, right? This objection to me, that is what really got to me, right? Okay, Rebecca, but here's the thing. You're believing everything they tell you. Let me tell you something. When I go to, okay, for those of you that have a significant other, let me ask you guys this. We're going to pull the significant other people in here, okay? If you go to the mall and you see a shirt, a shoe, I don't know, some jewelry that you are just dying to have and it's within a reasonable price, are you guys calling your significant other before you buy it, or are you going to buy and ask for forgiveness later? How many of you guys are just spend the $70 on the shoes? Or are you gonna call them first? No, I run and hide inside and hide the evidence. How many of you guys are hiding those Amazon packages that come in every day? You ordering that Prime and you're like, let me hide this real quick before they get inside the door. Let me unwrap and throw the box away real quick, right? Spending a 90 a month, we don't ask. We spend more than that on other stuff, right? Thank you, Amanda. Married 25 years, spending $90 a month, we don't ask. We spend way more on that than other stuff, right? I hide packages. I'm the oddball. I truly ask first. No, I show him when he gets home, right? Dang, Kit's just like, sorry, Kit, we don't ask around here. We ask for forgiveness, right? Shops more than I do. No, I will buy, no remorse, right? Hell no, I show off the stuff, right? Here's the thing. We're not asking them to drop a college loan on us, right? It's $89.99. Again, you guys are getting inside your own head. So what am I going to do here? Sometimes you just use the husband or significant other as a way to get out of the conversation because they don't want to tell you the guard's up. You know what I say to them? This blue script right here. Hey, I appreciate the honesty and transparency. I don't think if you were not committed, you would ever want to take this back to your husband. See, now I'm playing with them. Now I'm aligning myself. I'm on the same side as them. How long would it take you to speak to your husband in order for you to make sure you're making the right decision for you? Do you see how I'm creating alignment? I'm on their team. No, nobody wants to go ask their husband if they can go get their nails done like that. Come on, right? I want the jewels. I'm going to get the jewels. Don't stop me from getting the bag. No, right? So let them tell you a timeline. We're going to play into this, right? We're just dancing. We're staying in the conversation, right? Cool. They tell me 5 days. They tell me a week. They tell me by the end of the night. No problem. See what I'm doing here? I'm giving them the exit out before I set your file aside for right now. Is your husband going to be doing the business with you? We have a lot of powerful couple duos doing this together. Right? So this is it, right? What am I trying to do? I'm just trying to see, most likely the response is like, oh no, he's just a supportive spouse, or, you know, he's just supporting me in the business, right? And then if they tell me, oh no, he's just supporting me, I'll say, got it. Has he been in support of you wanting to work remotely? And this is where it's just the beginning of the conversation, okay? Depending on what they say back, I always tread a little bit differently because I'm trying to read the temperature. I'm based off the temperature that they give me. Oh yeah, you know, we've been trying to find things I've been trying to look for things for 4 months. Now it's a different objective, right? Yeah, he wants me to stay home because he doesn't want to pay for daycare, right? All I'm trying to do is get back into the conversation. That's it. And I'm trying to see if I can move the objection. No person wants to talk to their significant other about getting permission to spend $90. I'm sorry. Very rarely does that happen, okay? There may be 1 or 2% out there that, yes, I get it. But the majority of that is just a cop-out. So I try to get around it. I try to see where I can find the real objection. This is where you take that screenshot back to your leader and have them work it out with you, okay? How many of you get that? I'm just comparing my options right now. I'm just looking, I don't know, I'm looking at 5 different things. I got 2 other interviews to go to today. I'll catch you later. Right? Absolutely no problem. Let me ask you a question. How long have you been looking for an opportunity? Oh, I've been looking for like 5 months. I keep going to meetings. I don't know. Got it. And what are some of the opportunities you have found, right? I let them answer. Again, I'm just trying to like let their guard down a little bit, but you see, I'm not like overly friendly. I know I looked for 6 months too. None of that, right? I'm just trying to get back in. I'm trying to get a read of a temperature, okay? And whatever they tell me here about what have they found, this is where I go into the longer objection handling, okay? This is where I get a little bit more nitty gritty. And this is where, because here's the thing, people who can't make decisions and they've been looking for an opportunity for 5 months and they keep going in and out of meetings, what that is an inability to take action. And sometimes they just need help to take action. They want something, maybe they're scared, right? So we have to learn how to resolve that for them. So this is something that I say to them, right? Let me ask you, regardless if you started with me or, you know, candles company X, Y, and Z, right? Do you think you would have been in a different position today? Do you think you would have had some sort of progress? What some of our agents found was that it was actually more expensive not making a decision rather than waiting for the most perfect opportunity at the most perfect time, right? Why? Life will always life. We give you the tools to start taking control of what happens moving forward. Do you think if you were given the tools and a duplicatable system by our top successful travel bookers, you would implement what they were doing to help you see the progress you need? Do you see how I shifted the mindset there? I got a lot of change when I took another offer. Yeah, do you guys see how I shifted that mindset there? I went and I heard their inability to make a decision, and I helped walk them through that. And sometimes I do this knowing that they're just going to go with another company. You know what? I'm okay. I can let somebody walk away. But to me, what I think speaks better about me and my mentorship is that I will help somebody make a decision, take action, because so many people spend their lives on the sideline. So many people will just sit there and watch, and they're just scared. Oh, I have to start transitioning my daughter into school. Oh, I have to start doing this, or oh, I have to make this car payment. Like they put so many events in front of it, and you know what that's called? That's called life. Life will always happen, right? And so sometimes I just need to walk them through how to make that decision. And so I say this to them, right? Now, anything that they say after that, guess what? We're going to throw it back to your leader, right? A lot of this, guys, are you guys seeing a pattern of what we're doing here with some of these objection handlings? What is the pattern that you guys are seeing here with these conversations? What is the pattern that you guys are seeing here? We got 3 people, but we got 76 people. Okay, hold on. Asking people, readdress, ask the leaders, dance around and get the real objection and lean on your leaders, screenshot and reach out to your platinum, keeping an open communication and having control, changing their perspective, mindset, keep the focus, keep coming back to the sign up and use platinum. They will send positive answers, stay in conversation, asking our leaders for help, keeping the conversation going, supporting them, posture, turning objections into reasons to jump in or leave, right? Yeah, at the end of the day, guys, I just want my prospect to make a decision. And if they're giving me objections, I need to do my part to help them work through that so we can come to a decision. Either at the end of the day, I'm going to close their file or I'm going to bring them on board. But sometimes I may need to dance around a little bit to get to that point. Again, sometimes I'll handle objections. I'll be like, you know what? This probably isn't for you. I don't have a fear of letting somebody go because that clears my energy. Right? I clear the energy to redirect my energy into the next person that needs it and wants it. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Where can I focus my energy? That's it. And if that person some people, like we get people in the business, right? Some people are just not coachable. I'm going to work with people that are coachable. Sometimes some kids need to fall on their own and figure it out before they come back to mom and dad. Right? I want to work with people that are coachable. Sometimes they're not. I'm okay with that. We have another objection here. I'm worried about paying the $89.99. Guys, you guys can see this. I'm actually going to give this document to everybody on this line. Okay. So you guys don't have to worry about it. Okay. You guys are all going to get access to this document so that you guys have copy and paste available to you. Okay. Now, again, there's a couple of the follow-up stuff that we'll go through too. It's in the Team Building Start Me. Okay, so if you guys have the Team Building Start Me link, Halia just updated that link. So you guys already have that Google Doc here, okay? So now what we're gonna go into quickly is a little of the follow-ups. I know other people were kind of going into follow-ups as well. So I don't want to spend too much time. Here we go. Into that. There we go. I think I put it. You guys, let me know if you guys got that doc in the chat. Oh, I must have, because you see all these people, little anonymous animals up in here opening that Google Doc link. Yes. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. So we have the follow-up text. Okay, guys. Now, here's the thing. How many of you guys have ever sent out a link because somebody told you that they were ready and you just never hear back from them? Have you guys ever done that? They're like, Sarah, I'm ready to sign up. Send me the link. And you send them the link and then you just never hear back from them. When do you guys follow up with them? And what do you say? When do you guys follow up with those people and what do you say? When do you guys follow up with them and what do you say? So Felipe, this is when you send them a link and you give them the enrollment link and then you don't hear back from them. Are you saying that you follow up with them 30 minutes after you send the link out? I just want to clarify to make sure I'm understanding correctly. 24 hours. I noticed that you were not signed up yet. Are you still interested in the opportunity? The next morning? Yes. Next day. I use the script for the next day. After doing that, I follow up the next day. Okay. So no worries, Brandy, you will. You just got to keep chipping away. The next day, I haven't had any. Okay. So you confirm the text. You say you haven't seen the follow-up or whatever. Guys, here's what I'm saying. You have to wait. This is, again, posture. Don't be desperate. Don't be that person that's like 20 minutes after you give them the link. Hey, is everything okay? Oh, hey there, Susie. You got everything okay? They got the text. They got the email. You're going to go about your day. That is really hard for some of you to hear. Some of you are like, ooh, Sarah, you just gave me a little bit of anxiety. You are going to follow up the next morning. I don't care if you gave out that link at 11 a.m., 6 p.m. that night, 1 p.m. You're going to follow up the next morning. Because it's what you say in the follow-up that's going to allow you to have posture. And you'll notice one thing about all my follow-ups. You'll never hear me say, I'm following up with you or I'm checking in on you. Please remove those from your languages. Because they sound like scripts when you say it like that. Okay? If I hear a sales guy tell me they're following up with me, immediately I'm out. So I space these texts. So the next morning, like I have somebody today that went to Victoria's meeting, got in contact with me, said that they were ready. I sent them the link. I haven't heard back. And I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten them signed up. I can look in a second. So I'm going to wait till the morning to follow back up with that person. And in the morning, when I follow up with this person, I'm going to say this blue text right here. And I want you guys to read this with me because you'll understand the posture and why I wait. Hey, Susie, this morning I was looking through some of the individuals that are partnered up with us after the meeting this week or yesterday, right? Whatever you want to use. And notice I didn't see your name on the people partnering up with us. Are you against partnering up with us to work remotely and make some income? Let me know by end of day today, 7 p.m. PST. That way I can close your file if you're not interested. We are starting our onboarding today. Can't wait to hear back. Happy Tuesday, Monday, whatever. What are some of the things that you guys pick up on this? What are some of the things that you guys pick up on this? Well, Krista, did help that I did take Daniel's mastermind class. So yes, I invested a couple thousand to take his mastermind class.
I meant his like at convention when he did that like Maki sound with his voice, like it was that like voice.
You don't sound desperate, straight into the point, a sense of urgency, sign up or move on. Balls in their court, not being pushy, you're just taking control, urgency to respond. Yes, they baffle me. When they say yes and no action. So here's the thing, you guys are kind of it. Oops. So yes, what I'm doing is so I look like I'm a busy person who has business processes. I don't look desperate. I look like what I did is I got up every morning like I do every morning, and I went through the list of people. Oh shoot, I noticed Janet wasn't on there. Let me reach out to Janet. So you're not desperate. You're going through your business process. You're busy because you're doing something with your business, right? But you still notice them. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. It's not desperate, it's cute. Like, ooh, she noticed me. Okay. Right? Like, did that guy really just smile at me? I don't know. Okay, he kind of just did, but okay. So listen, you notice them. Okay. And are you against partnering up with us to work remotely and make some income? Then you give them a deadline. Why? Because people will respect your time to the degree of which you respect your time. I respect my time. If you're not interested, Susie, guess what? I'm okay. I can close the file and move on. So I will give them a deadline. Do you guys want to work with mentors that help elevate you or don't elevate you? Because sometimes to work with those mentors that are going to elevate you, they're not always going to be your favorite people. And they're not always going to tell you things in the way in which you like to receive them. And sometimes they will give you deadlines, like I did with Halia. You know what I did to Halia? One day we just looked at Halia and said, hey, we're putting on the calendar for next week for prospect meetings. That's it. That's what we did to her. Jimmy on the spot, right? Elevate me, right? And she had the look of like the scared rabbit with headlights. Like, what just happened? What did I just say? Like, I think she kind of got pale in the face and maybe almost fainted, but it was okay. We were with her in person. So listen, but that's true, right? And so this is no different. I'm not going to lose my posture with the prospect because again, I'm okay if they walk away. Hey, I noticed you. I have this deadline because I'm starting another business process, right? Which is onboarding. Okay. Say no, I'm on no way. And I don't leave them with like, F you if you don't get back to me. No, crush your day. Happy Friday, happy Monday. Right? So there's a way for you to do it to have posture. So use this exact. And the reason why I do the spacing, guys, you see how I did, hey, whatever, and then it's a space, because I want you to think about when it comes up in a text message. All they're going to see is, hey, whatever their name is. They're not going to see the rest. So they got to go into my text message to read it, to see the rest of my message. I'm, a little psychological like that, right? So I space it a certain way, okay? And again, I leave them in love. If I don't hear back from them, cheers, happy Friday. Like, no big deal, right? I'm just going through my motions. I'm not desperate to have you on my team. I just went through a list. I just did my daily procedures of my business that I run every day. I noticed you weren't a part of it. Either you want to be a part of it or you don't, right? And so then, guys, I will leave you guys with these 2 follow-up scripts, okay? Follow-up scripts 2 weeks after. There's going to be 2 scenarios, okay? The first one right here you're going to see is people who either had wanted to be rescheduled, they were a no-show for meetings. Maybe you saw them attend and you reached out to them and they never reached back out to you after that. Follow up with them 2 weeks after. Again, you're going to notice my posture. Are you against partnering up with us to work remotely and make some income? You recently scheduled a meeting to learn more about booking travel remotely. Is working remotely something you're still trying to achieve? Maybe their goals are different now. It's okay. Maybe they're not. We are opening up a couple meetings this week. Do you see how I'm creating some urgency there? We are opening up a couple of meetings this week. Either you drop in the Calendly to self-schedule, or if you don't have Calendly, you give them the next 2 times. If not, let me know and I will close your file with us. Cheers. Okay, you guys see like the way that I'm doing this? I'm not saying like, oh, we have meetings every day. Let's help you pick a meeting that works for you. Oopsies. And this is kind of a little bit similar, but these are going to be for people that maybe they went to a meeting, they expressed interest, you gave them a link, nothing ever really happened. It's going to be a little bit different, okay? So that's that. You guys all have this document. And you guys all have the tools. How many of you guys are going to start? Maybe we found some things that we needed to change here a little bit. How many of you guys maybe realize that maybe we need to change some things a little bit, right? It's okay. It's totally okay. How many of you guys are going to commit to reaching out to your leadership more for help? Okay. Who is your leadership? Any of your platinums, okay? Charles Lee, he is very open to doing 3-way calls, right? I can do a 3-way call, right? There's so many people here that Amy Moore loves to get on 3-way calls, right? There's so many people here that can help you. Okay? but we need to, Tracy is going to start working with me. We're going to make Tracy a bold consultant, Halia. Okay. So, we need you guys, right? We want to help you, but we can't help people we don't know need help. Some of you guys are like sitting there on the sidelines, and I don't know that you need help if you don't tell us that you need help. Okay. So will you guys commit to being more verbal with us and letting us know that you guys need help? Yes. And just enough to let you fly your wings on your own, right? The whole purpose isn't for you guys to be stuck on us. The whole purpose of getting the help up front is so that you can learn to stand confidently and on your own, right? You got to just baby proof the house a little bit. Baby proof, we'll let you bump around a little bit, but eventually you're going to find your own little stance and cadence, and you'll be able to do it on your own, right? Now, how many of you guys are so excited that your leaders put this on for you guys? Oh my goodness, I was so excited because, you know, when these leaders came to me and they said that they wanted to do this boot camp, of course I said yes, okay? Because I love that they just took control. They organized the whole thing from top to bottom, guys. And they just told me, hey, we're throwing you in this time slot. Bada bing, bada boom, of course, right? Guys, we have some amazing leadership. Can you guys please give it up to your amazing leaders that threw on this boot camp? How many of you guys want to see more things like this happening within TK? How many of you guys would be down for like an in-person one? Anybody would be down for an in-person one? Yeah, we got some hands raising up. Maybe we'll put on a team building TK in-person event where we can celebrate you guys after, mingle with each other after, get to know each other after. We're kind of a lot of fun sometimes. Sometimes we can be a lot of fun, okay, I promise. But I think it's cool to, you know, maybe be able to spend a day with you guys and then take you guys afterwards and just have some, you know, fun conversation. I think it helps you guys bridge the gaps. I've had so many agents that have come to events and they meet us, and next thing you know, they can't stop blowing us up because they cross that barrier, right, of understanding that we really are here to help you. Anytime you guys qualify for an event, please do your business a favor and get yourself in the room with these people, okay? It is so beneficial to your business. I have seen people here that attended the convention and either picked up their energy, okay? Picked up energy or are doing 3 times what they did prior to convention. Literally, anytime that you guys can get into a room, any sort of event, please do it. It'll change the game for you. It'll bridge more connections. Anytime you guys see something like this, know that there's a lot of love and craft put into this boot camp, okay? These leaders spend a lot of time organizing stuff for you, making sure that you guys have materials. I am so super proud of them because I did nothing. I take credit for nothing. I just showed up at the time they told me to, and I made sure I wasn't late, okay? So I'm so proud that, you know, Halia, Sukina, Perla, Krista, Amy, all of you guys, Victoria, Janet, all of them really came together as one team collectively to be able to give you guys this weekend. And I'm so incredibly proud. I literally left Lake Tahoe, okay, at 3:30, or I got home at 3:30 in the morning just to make sure that I wasn't going to be late for this. I drove 8.5 hours because there's no way that they put me in a slot and I was going to do them a disservice of not looking and being here for you guys, because I absolutely love you guys. You guys are more than amazing. I'm so proud that on a Sunday night, we got like 70 people on this line. You know how beautiful that is, guys? That is a lot of momentum. That is a lot of energy. Look at, there's so many people that are here in this room with you. We all want the same thing, right? We are not in this alone. Together, we stand as a team. So let's learn how to work with each other so that we can really build some unification, because I promise you guys, I promise you, if you guys learn to work together as a team, you'll be so much more stronger. TK is stronger because we know people's strengths, right? We know where we can help other people by pulling in other leaders in conversations. That's the beauty. You don't have to do this alone. Yes, we are all in business by ourselves and all of that, but we can work with each other as a team, collective team, to really build upon each other's strengths and be there for each other, right? Let's all take ownership of that. You guys are all part of this team. And I'm a big believer in that. Like, everybody that's part of the team, you got to do your part for the team, right? How many of you guys are going to do your part for the team? Yes? It starts with consistency. It starts with showing up. It starts by showing your mentors that you guys are going to put in the action and the stuff and the tools that we've given you. And I promise you, if you guys give us that, I promise you, we will be there. We will help you guys. We will do all the things that we can. I coach, you do. Is that fair? I coach, you do. Sukina coaches, you do. Halia coaches, you do. Krista coaches, you do. Right? Amy Moore coaches, you do. Right? Sometimes you may not hear the words that you want to hear, but you will always hear the words that you need to hear for you to be able to see the growth and change the direction of where you want to go at. Guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging with me on a Sunday night. I don't know if I'm supposed to give it back to somebody. So if somebody wants
Yes,
to take
please.
the mic from me.
Me.
Okay.
Okay, stop sharing your screen first. Thank you. Okay, thank you guys so much for showing up. Can I get some fire emojis in the chat for Sarah's training? Oh my gosh. The amount of notes, I already changed my scripts. Who has taken those scripts down? Who knows where to find those scripts, right? That was amazing. I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay. So like we talked about earlier, we do have that homework. It is due tomorrow night by 8 p.m. PST. I will be turning off responses at 8 p.m. on the dot, okay? So you wanna make sure that you get it in by then. Miss Amy Moore, are you here? I'm going to put you on the spot real quick.
I'm here. Yeah, let me get
Hi.
with somewhere that you can hear
Yes.
me.
Can you talk a little bit about your goal setting and then the other announcement that we have for next month?
Absolutely. Hang on, I just let my dog out and this is not good. It's gonna run. Come here. Sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting that. Aaliyah, next time give me a heads up, girl.
Listen, I don't get heads up, so nobody gets
I
heads up.
know, right? I'd have been up and been ready. So basically, guys, tomorrow night we are gonna do nothing but a team building goal setting. We're gonna go through the things that you've learned tonight. I've been making a PowerPoint to go through some of the different things so that you can take what you've learned and apply that to your goals so that you can build the team that you're in search of. I mean, I don't know what everybody's goals are. Sarah doesn't know, Halia doesn't know, Krista, none of us know exactly where you want to be unless you share that with us. So we're at a point that we're going to make that happen. We're going to get these goals and we're going to see that we can help you guys make that roadmap to succeed. So tomorrow night, that's what I plan to do, is to get those goals out so that we know what we're going to be working on from now till the end of the year. And then we'll take it a little bit further later on after the end of the year. I plan to do something more at the beginning of the year so that you guys can set up 2025 for success as well. So that's what I have in store for goal setting. The other thing that we have in store, you guys are here because you want to build a team. So in order to build that team, we have to support that team. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to support our travel bookers. So we're going to go into a travel boot camp for anybody that is booking travel because we want to set your agents up for the success that we're trying to set you guys up for on the team building side. So I'm in the works. I've got a flyer going out. Halia, do you have that?
I think so. I can find. I will
The
find
one
it.
that I put in the chat last night?
Yes,
I can put it on TK.
Perfect. And I will also try to add it to the email for the homework that's going out tonight. Those of you asking in the chat when, what time the goal setting is at, that link, part of your homework for day 2 of boot camp is the link is in the homework. You have to schedule the goal setting, take a screenshot of your confirmation, upload that, and then attend the goal setting and upload your notes from goal setting into your homework. Okay, so that is also going to be sent out in the email with homework tonight.
Perfect, perfect. And the Zoom and everything will come out in the follow-ups once they schedule for the class. So they'll have all of that. But we are going to set up a team building boot camp. Travel booking boot camp. We've done them before. They turn out amazing. We have a bunch of wonderful IATAN card holders, not just our leaders in travel knowledge, but we have a ton of IATAN card holders that I think can bring a lot to the table for your agents. And I think that is something that is needed going into 2025 as well. We are getting ready to hit an extremely busy season with the first of the year coming up. And we want to go at that with style, grace, and take names and get the bookings. So with that being said, that's the other thing I'm going to be working on. I'm trying to get a date together, and I need to try to find out who all is going to be helping me with that. And we'll get that out to you guys as soon as possible so that can go on your schedule as well.
Thank you, Amy. Okay, who's excited
You're
for the
welcome.
travel booking boot camp? Right? We went over, Tracy says I am. We went over how to grow your team. Now we're going to help you retain your team and help your team book travel as well as you guys. I know I'm really excited for that. I want to take a moment and say thank you all for showing up, plugging in, and really showing the dedication you have to your business. I'm really excited to see how you all implement this and grow, and how we're all going to grow and level up together. I also want to give another really big shout out to our leaders who helped put this on. So Sukina, Perla, Janet, Cheryl, I'm missing people. Christine, I'm missing people. Everybody, all of you guys, I'm missing you guys.
Victoria.
Thank you. I'm like, I'm missing people. I have the picture in my head. I'm so grateful for all of you guys. Sarah, Krista, Amy, for helping us get this all, planned out. This wouldn't have happened without all of our leaders who put this together. It really was a team effort, and I just want to say thank you guys. And I love you all. All right, that's all I have for tonight. I did say we would open up to Q&A. I know we are a little over time, but if you guys are if you guys want to do Q&A, I'm here to do Q&A. So our leaders can stay on and do Q&A as long as we're available as well. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type in the chat, and we'll do a little bit of Q&A, and then I'll let you guys go for this Sunday night. Bedtime over here, right? It's a little late for some of you guys, so. Oh, yes. Thank you. Reminder for the raffle. I will be posting tomorrow in the TK 2.0 Facebook group what time the live will be on Tuesday. And during the live is where we will announce the raffle winners for the homework. Remember, your homework has to be turned in by 8 p.m. PST tomorrow night. So after your goal setting. All right, you guys. Last call for questions. I know it's late. No, you guys' brains are probably overflowing with information too.
Can I say something really quick?
Absolutely.
Okay, so anytime, and I kind of sometimes I end my trainings with this, guys. Sometimes when you guys receive information and you guys are processing it, give yourself a break, right? I know it's kind of late, but I don't know, to somebody like a midnight stroll, go out and do something that's a little bit just like so that you can just decompress a little bit. Because what'll happen is actually when you're decompressing, it'll actually allow your brain to kind of mull over everything that you've gotten so that you can start compartmentalizing it and start like shifting it in order, and replay some of the things that you heard and kind of digress it in your mind. And that really helps you guys retain and comprehend a little bit more. It's something that I did back in my long time ago, my college days. I would never just study. I would always break up my sessions because when I try to cram, it was like too much, I was trying to force all the information. And when I allowed myself to walk away and, eat, right? Eat, go have some water, it's okay to decompress and give yourself that time to kind of release, go take a long bubble bath, do something for you that'll allow you to decompress a little bit, because that'll help you guys shift your energy back. It'll help you ease any state of anxiety. It'll help you really just get yourself situated, because it's Monday morning tomorrow, baby. We gotta hit the train tracks hard, right? You guys are going to be putting all this to great knowledge or great use. So give yourself the ability to decompress and let it back all in, you know. So I just always like to end with that, right? Give your brain the break that it may need. It's okay if you need to go do something and woo-saw a little bit. That's totally normal, okay? Just allow yourself that grace.
Yes, I love it. Okay, let me stop recording.